Welcome back to Vanguard Tactics. It's Wednesday, so you know what that means. It's a live stream game. Tonight, I'm going to be using the Thousand Suns, and I'm joined by Chris the Rhino, not the big orange tanned man.
No.
How are you?
I'm very good. I'm glad to be back and playing some of my favourite Custodes.
Amazing. So obviously, balanced data slate is in effect. We're not at Coventry ITT anymore. The room has not stopped of time, so we can play game properly. So again, it wouldn't be a Vanguard Tactics stream without the illustrious people in the room right now. So going from left to right, we have Sebi on the deck. He's going to wave at me and always be exactly. We've got Jord. How you doing?
Yes, all good, mate. I'm excited to see how the Custodes do with their changes.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting, this. And then we have my vice captain from the ITT, the Kessel Run, the man himself, the Rain Man, and also a literal psychopath. It is Michael Costello. How are you?
Well, thank you. Still recovering from the weekend.
Yeah, so I'll give you some context quickly. Michael, for no reason, like he does every team event, just goes, I'll play 120 gaunts and then the swarm.
Of course, why not?
And just proceeded just to absolutely ruin some people.
Who needs a lower back?
Oh, yeah, exactly. And then finally, we have Giggly Ghost Cam ready to give you some awesome epic shots of the game, of these beautifully painted models from Ben.Paints Miniatures on
one
Instagram.
of our students, in fact.
Yeah,
yes.
Who's provided this Thousand Suns army, so I may go be Magic, and obviously Chris, your lovely army as well.
Well, yeah, let's not zoom in on those quite as much.
No,
let's focus on the nice
Hey, we got Trajan. So
we got a nice Trajan. Yeah.
Awesome. So that's all the intros of all the people. Michael, would you like to tell us what we're actually doing today other than playing 40k?
Yes. So the mission today is priority targets. Now, what that means is at the end of your command phase, you're going to get 5 victory points for holding 1 objective and 5 victory points for holding 2 objectives, for a maximum of 10 victory points per command phase. Now, this will apply for both players in every command phase after the first. That includes the 5th battle round. At the end of the battle, though, each player will receive 5 victory points for each objective marker they control, up to a maximum of 15. So the player going second will score primary in their command phase and at the end of the battle.
Yes.
The mission rule is Chilling Reign.
Good one, that. I like that one.
Yeah, well, we see it a lot. And we're on some search and destroy deployments. So that's the table quarters. You can see the Thousand Suns in the top right and the Custodes in the bottom left.
There is actually a rumour that no game of 40k has ever been played in not Chilling Reign.
The weather is bad in the 41st millennium.
Look, 40k.
Facts.
Yeah, the weather. There's no weather people because it never changes. Amazing. So that is the mission today. So armies-wise, who are we going to be starting out with?
You, mate.
Well, that's great. So I am running the Thousand Suns today. So leading the force is the pink-haired god himself, Magnus, who we've also learned a bit of lore about before the stream.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to say any more about the end and the death, though, am I?
No, you're not allowed to say any more about the end of the death because I think the chat will murder us. So we've got him. He's super cool. He's the warlord. We've got Araman, not on disc. It's just I didn't have the. I was 5 points over. You can drop him down to foot. Doesn't make really a difference. He's still on the same base size, so it's not going to make too much of a difference.
He's in the end and the death, though.
I bet he is. And it seems like everyone's in this book. And then I've got 2 Infernal Masters. So one has Lord of Forbidden Law, the other has Arcane Vortex. I've got 2 Exalted Sorcerers on discs as well. One is represented by a Zangor Shaman, so I will say that now, so just in case there's any confusion. 6 units of rubrics, it's pretty standard. So I've got a unit of 10 with Flamers. And
of course, yeah.
And then I've got 5 units of 5 with a Soul Reaper, Flamer, and Flame Pistol in each. Some of them in Rhino, some of them are in Strat Reserve. We can go through that after. And then 2 Rhinos, because you've got to get
a Rhino.
Well, I thought, in your honour. And then I've got 2 units of Enlightened. Now, one thing that is wrong on my list, because I didn't actually realise they had 2 weapon options. Ooh. I just assumed they had a default option. These guys do have bows, not spears. Okay. And then that's it.
When the models have bows, I didn't know they couldn't not have
I didn't know they couldn't either. So, you learn something new every day. Cool. So that's my list.
Very, very nice.
It's got loads of Cabal points. Hopefully I'll get to show off a few tricks and stuff that I've learned from playing Thousand Suns a lot. Well, against them, not as them, really. So Chris, New Custodes. Well,
New Custodes.
it's not new because they're sort of back to old Custodes.
But nothing's ever really new with Custodes.
No.
You know, they've been around for 10,000 years, and they'll be here for another 10.
Yeah, and they're in the end of the day.
There are some of them in the end of the day.
Yes.
Yeah. Volumes 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, well, they are
So-
getting invaded their home, so right, go for it.
So I have taken 3 units of 5 custodian. I was about to say sanguinary guard then, but no, they're
Jaws out of
custodian
fit.
guard, and 1 unit of wardens. Each of these units has a character in it. So the wardens are led by Trajan Valoris. himself. Trajan. I've taken 2 blade champions for 2 of the custodian guard units. One of whom has the upgrade of more attacks. It might be called the Veiled Blade. There we are. Thank you very much.
Like a soundboard.
Veiled Blade.
Veiled Blade.
Veiled Blade.
And the final one has a little
Veiled
Imperial
Blade.
So I have taken Lord Inquisitor Draxus. However, on my way here, I didn't bring her. So we have this lovely other Lord Inquisitor Draxus here, who is just a lady with a sword and a griffin cloak.
And she is not in the end of the day.
She's not.
She's actually in Curse City.
She is, yes. Great shooting output. Kind of excited to use her for a change. I've a unit of 4 Witch Seekers. These are the Flamer Ladies. A Calidus Assassin, the one who jumps around the table every turn. And then just to round the list out, 2 Caladius Grav Tanks. These are the ones with the blaze cannon, so they kind of like shoot a bunch of las cannon type shots at you.
Yeah, they are super cool.
They're pretty cool. And
Potentially an end of the day.
I don't recall them being in the end of the day.
That's okay. Nice. So that's the mission. That's that. Yes, George?
We've had a couple of super chats.
Hey.
So, first one's from Clayton Sanford. He said, "Don't know who to pull for. Guess I will pull for T-Sun since Magnus is red." To be honest, some of those Custodes have got red cloaks, so you've got a bit of a
Wardens do,
deliberation
The
on your hands.
Zangors are red, and all my bases are red,
The dice tray's red.
and the dice tray's red.
Yeah, but he also gifted 10 Vanguard Tactics memberships.
Oh,
You
what a legend.
absolute legend.
Thank you.
Thank you
So
very
if you
much.
have been gifted a membership, just make sure to say thank you to Clayton in the chat. And then we have had a super chat from Grimdark Ash. He said, got to practice games against Custodes this Saturday, so looking forward to Jake showing me how to smash them. Sorry, Chris. Hashtag sorry, not sorry. Looking forward to this. Absolute legend. Thank you so much for the super chat. And it's going to be an interesting game. How you boys feeling?
Yeah, all right. I think it's going to be an interesting one because this used to be probably actually a really easy game for Thousand Suns with all the dev wounds, but now
Predator Slate,
Yeah.
turn 2, this army would be destroyed.
yeah. So we're going for a turn 3 now.
I guess we'll see how many 4-ups Chris can roll.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Well, I don't have a great history of doing that to anyone other than Steve, who I have a tremendous history of doing
Yeah,
that.
that's why he's not.
That's why he's not here.
That's purposely why he's not here today. Nice, yeah. I think I think it's gonna be really interesting. I think Custodes have had a lot of ranting and raving about from the community of being one of the biggest winners of the data slate. So it will be interesting to see. We had the Dracari on last week that had quite a big buff, and I managed to best them. So hopefully we'll go 2 for 2. Not too sure.
Speaking of which, tactical and fixed, what have you both gone for?
I have gone tactical, and Chris.
I have not. I've gone for fix. I have taken Assassinate because I think you have 6 characters.
Now I
by
can
last
see the
count.
comment section now because obviously I can see into the future. It would be silly not to. like you would probably moan more if you didn't go fixed.
Yeah, I actually prefer playing tactical, but I think this
same.
is too good an opportunity to pass up. So I've taken Assassinate and deploying Teleport Homers.
Nice.
Did they deploy teleport homers in the end of the death?
They did, actually.
Did it work? Maybe.
Well,
How many points did you
I
get?
can't really tell you that without spoiling the final scene of the book. But,
Okay. The bit where the end by Linkin Park plays.
well, it happened after the death.
Whoa. You better keep that mouth shut, Chris, okay? I don't want to know. No spoilers.
Right. Yeah, as you open the final page of the book and you've read all of it, it just plays the Linkin Park.
You've tried so hard, you've come so far.
Yeah. And in the end, it really
It
didn't
didn't even matter.
Right. So
Let's roll off,
let's
shall we?
roll off. So I rolled a 6, and I really didn't roll a 6. So go on, match me. Oh.
Come on, match me.
Okay, cool. So I get to go first.
You do get to go
Chris,
first.
best of luck.
Good luck.
Before we go
Good
to
luck,
the
my
top,
friend.
before we go to the top down, I'm going to do my Cabal points. I'll do this once, just so if anyone's unfamiliar with Thousand Suns. So what you do, you count all the wizards on the table.
Okay.
Right. And what we mean by on the table is not in rhinos, because apparently anywhere they're on the table, they're busy. Okay.
Okay.
So in this case, I've got Magnus gives me 4, Little Wizard Man gives me 2, so I've got 6.
6 to play with this.
6 to play with this turn. So let's have a look. And then we've got cards. No prisoners. So kill a unit. Don't actually know how possible that is.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
And tempting target. Chris, pick me an objective, please.
I think we're going to go for the middle.
Cool. So I've got if I hold the middle, I get 5 points. Nice. Right. So if you want to go to the top down, mute us, and we will play the game.
Okay.
Play the game.
Let's take a moment to appreciate Colourforge, our fantastic sponsor. Their range of spray paints has become our go-to for making our miniatures come to life quickly and efficiently. The quality and variety of colours they offer are truly unmatched, providing a smooth application for stunning effects every time. Check out Colourforge for your next hobby project.
Okay, Mike, we are back, and it's me and you on deck tonight.
It is indeed. Good to be here.
Yeah.
Good to see the Custodes back. We have missed them, and it's also nice to see Ben's Thousand Suns. I have to actually say, it's quite refreshing seeing such a loud colour scheme on stream.
Yeah.
Because a lot of our armies tend to be quite subdued in their paint jobs.
It's quite standard paint job, isn't it, in terms of like
Yeah.
the colour schemes and stuff.
But that is some very strong pink hair we got going with Magnus, and I
Yeah.
love it.
I love it, yeah. Yeah, Magnus is awesome. So how are you feeling about the Custodes changes? Because obviously they've had arguably something that people have been screaming for quite a while, right?
Yes, and I expect that we'll have to see some of these saves against mortal wounds be changed or rolled back to apply to death wounds as well across other armies. So the biggest changes for Custodes was obviously being able to get their detachment rule for the 4+ Feel No Pain against dev wounds.
Yep.
They also got points drops on some of their units.
Yeah, for sure.
But that is it from the most recent data slate. And I'm not sure it's really enough for them. We'll see in this game, but now getting a 50% chance to survive a attack that only wounds you on a 6, does that change that much?
I don't know. It's hard to tell, right? I think there's been such a... Even though the previous balance data slate did more, I feel like this has had a bit more of an impact on the meta because of the stand-ins of the meta, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's going to be interesting to see how the Custodes end up doing. And the Thousand Suns
compliments on the table. Thank you, guys. We strive to make the tables look beautiful. No roads today, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no roads.
I wasn't able to put any roads on the table, but maybe next time.
They don't have roads in the jungle, Mike.
Yeah, there's definitely no roads in the jungles.
No, no, exactly.
Absolutely.
But yeah, basically, Thousand Suns.
Yes.
I've seen quite a few people saying that they needed some more changes. What's your thoughts on that?
So Thousand Suns, I don't know exactly what their win rate was.
Okay.
According to the recent meta watch. So if you are familiar, pop it in the chat so I can have a look. But maybe their win rate was within that 45 to 55 bracket.
Yeah.
And Games Workshop felt they didn't need a change.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, fine. Maybe they'll do better because some of those big factions like Eldar, CSM have been affected. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, they probably could have done with maybe a few points touches here and there.
I think that's probably the first thing with them, isn't it? Because they're not exactly a faction, from my experience, that's really struggling to a massive degree. They're
doing all right.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically, they're doing all right.
Exactly. Nashi said, I think it was basically 50%.
Right, well, Lachlan, it's perfectly fine then, isn't it? It's
said
50%. Stop complaining, you
big
pessimistic.
Issue with internal banners.
Yeah, so he's shooting on the academy, and he was like admitting that he's like just really pessimistic compared to pessimistic player.
Yeah.
But no, I do agree. Like, it's difficult to find a place with Thousand Suns in the current meta. You've got to really rely on your characters. There's not really enough data sheets to support the army. As we can see here, there's so many rubric squads.
Yeah.
Oi. Yeah, and Ben Paints is in the chat watching his beautiful Thousand Suns army on the table.
Yeah, you absolute legend. We did have a super chat from Clayton, though.
Okay.
121 votes in the poll and only 11 likes for the stream. Yeah, guys, come on. We need to pump those likes up. We have got 200 people watching right now, so it would be amazing if you could just drop a like on the video. And then he said, got to pump those numbers up. Jord, are you excited about taking 50+ jump pack intercessors? So...
well, I don't think you can legally do that.
Well, you can't legally do that, no. However, you
you
can.
cheating?
In my dreams, you can.
Oh, in your dreams?
In
Right,
my
okay.
dreams.
Yes. Have you ever actually had a dream about Warhammer?
Every night. So, basically, I was going to take the new Sons of Sanguinius detachment to Beachhead this weekend. But I had a couple of games and got absolutely hammered twice.
Right.
Yeah, and then what happened in the game, Jake just said. But I just find Sons of Sanguinius, I was telling you on the way in, that Sons of Sanguinius just feels like a detachment where it has teeth,
Right.
but then it's so easy to counter and
Fair enough.
hit back. So, and it's hard to trade up with Marines anyway.
Yeah, well, to be honest, nobody really cares about Blood Angels. But just before we go to Jake on the stream, guys, let me know if you've ever had a dream about Warhammer.
And if you'll happily admit it in a public forum, then fair play to you. Right, well, I have as well. I dreamed about winning the LVA.
Did you dream about nearly winning the ITT?
Yeah, I did as well, yeah. Kessel. I dreamed actually more about Han Solo's bloody ship, whatever it's called, the Millennium Falcon, than I did. And I have, on that night, actually, I got home.
I've been dreaming about that shit for 30 years, yeah.
Michael was my Chewbacca.
I can see that.
I can't. I'm not even going to attempt. That was terrible. That was better. I'm not even going to attempt it. Carry on.
Now on to the things people probably care about other than my lovely dreams. We had a bit of a dilemma because I drew Tempting Target. Zangor Enlightened on discs, sadly, are not infantry, so they can't go through walls. So I kept measuring it to see if I can get them on it, and it just wasn't happening.
Not without a 6 on the advanced.
So what I did is the Rhino... Not you, this Rhino, got the rubrics out with Araman. They are now all in the buildings, they can't be shot. And then the Rhino advanced up onto the objective, get me Tempting Target. I'll happily take the trade, and also it gives me some Cabal points for next turn as well, which is super important. This Rhino with the Infernal Masters in, with their rubric squads, have just moved up, ready to potentially maybe do some counter-punching. Zangor Enlightened have just flown over to that objective, purely because, again, in this mission, you don't need to hold 3, but I think this is going to die, so I'm not going to hold it. So having the extra one as a redundancy is
probably
good.
A good idea.
And Chris very sportingly reminded me that his Blade Guard, whatever it's called, Blade Champ, with his dudes, can run and charge.
And real advance and charges.
Yeah. So because of that, it means that I've just edged the Enlightened on the objective on the far bit, just so they're touching it. And it means then Chris can't consolidate them all back into the building. So first off, it means I'll be able to shoot them.
And it makes getting there harder as well.
But we said you needed a 7, but that's with a 6 on the advance.
Yeah. So they're 19 inches away from where they're starting, basically.
Yeah. Other than that, so that's going to be it. So I'm going to get Tempting Target for 5. I'm going to discard No Prisoners because I just think it's going to be a bit of an uphill struggle to get. That's going to put me up to 2 command points. And then going into Chris's turn, I'll go.
At the end of your turn, I'll lift up my my assassin. Yeah. Ready to come back.
And then, because of that, now at the start of Chris's turn, I'm going to be up to 3 command points.
I got 2.
Nice.
Yes, Jordan.
We have had a couple of super chats. So
Excellent.
the first one's from Adam Goose. He said, "This channel needs a nerf. Way too strong. Wednesdays at 7 p.m. My favourite time of the week. You absolute legend, mate." Yeah, absolute legend.
Mine's Thursday at 6:30.
And then we've had another super chat from Kelsey. Said, "I believe in you, Jake. LVO 2025."
I love Kelsey with all my being. He was a hero as well, and he's done some fantastic photos of all the Vanguard Tactics Workshop and stuff.
Oh, nice.
That I have now got in a Google Doc that he very last minute, because I asked him and didn't expect him, and he just went above and beyond, put them all of our photos in a Google Doc. So now I can give that to Steve if he wants it, and we can use it for all of our cool stuff.
I like it.
I love Kelsey. He also brought us a ton of food from Hawaii, and it's stuff I've never had before, and it was amazing. So thank you so much, and I love you.
Because I wasn't already feeling like I missed out on LVA. But just keep telling me about all the great stuff that happened.
It was good fun, and I learned, and everyone got a lesson in lighthouses. which is great.
Yeah, enough of that.
Yeah, nice. So, I've just got like fluff on me. Cool. So, what?
So I have no command phase things.
And you have no cards.
And I have no cards. So quick game is apparently a good game. We'll get in my movement phase if you want to jump to top down.
Like that.
All right, so decent turn from the Thousand Suns there. Got some points. I wonder if we could have double moved some Enlightened, but I think a Rhino is a better throwaway than a unit of Enlightened in this game. I don't know if it's just a Psyker that can double move.
No, you can do it with them, but I wanted to save them.
Okay, so Jake did consider it, but he wants to save the Enlightened for a different situation. And I think a Rhino less useful than Enlightened at this current stage. So we've got 5 points on the board for Jake for tempting target. Got rid of no prisoners, so he's got 3 CP to Chris's 2.
Not 21. Boom. That should be updated now.
Yep, we'll have noticed that, of course, the glorious pink-haired Magnus has stayed behind the building because those Caladius grav tanks pack a punch. And the Thousand Suns don't really want to engage over the distance. What I like here is a slower early turn in the game, which now means that we can see a lot more units getting into the action when the game starts really mattering.
Yeah.
And obviously Magnus will come out and do some real work as soon as there's a Custodes target to go for.
It's going to be weird, right? Because Chris kind of has to move out of his bricks of his Wardens and his Custodians onto those objectives, and Jake just wants to shoot him to death, right?
Yeah, so it is strange because you've got an army that wants to sit on objectives in Custodians, and you've got Thousand Suns which struggle to sit on objectives.
Yeah.
They always struggle with primary Thousand Suns. So if the Custodes can stay on those objectives whilst also sending out that advance and charge unit to take the Thousand Suns off the objectives, then we could see some good scoring. Obviously, the biggest thing for Chris is the fact that he has to get Assassinate.
Yeah.
And whether that turns out to be an issue for him, because the Thousand Suns don't need to send their characters out.
That's true.
Magnus will probably have to come out to do some damage, but there's lots of ranged attacks coming from the characters. So provided Chris keeps the focus on objective markers, the Thousand Suns will have to commit characters in order to use the OC of rubric squads and so forth, and of course the rituals to deal with them.
Yeah, to be fair, my experience with both these factions is very little. I've only played each faction once or twice. So I've only ever seen what we've done on stream or like that one game I had at an event, and it's interesting to see how they perform, because I mean at the start of 10th I remember how Custodes were one of the big baddies of the edition, and Thousand Suns weren't far behind really with the amount of mortal wound spams that they were doing, and it's crazy to see how the meta has just changed.
Yeah, it is wild. So with the changes with dev wounds, and then of course all the codexes coming out, people really finding their teeth with Eldar and CSM. Thousands kind of were. It was very obvious where the power in Thousand Suns was. So I think that's why we initially saw their inherent power. Yeah. Whereas the power of CSM was all in their marks, specific units, Nurgle transports, all that was less inherent straight away. But we're about to see things kick off soon enough. The Thousand Suns do a huge amount of damage.
Yes.
From range. So as soon as they start kicking off, the shooting indirectly with psychic weapons, Doom Bolt to just do mortal wounds to targets within range, which is the other thing you've got to watch out for. Chris has got Cariodraxis, who makes the unit on target by over 18 inches. And also has, of course, the Lone Operative Assassin. But a single Doom Bolt can do a lot of damage to those squads.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, Draxis obviously is leading some Custodians, so he won't do so much damage against those because you'll have a save against the mortal wounds.
Yeah. Nashi, I'll ask Jake when we go back to the table, and I'll get him to explain which characters have gone with which, so you don't have to watch it back, mate. You can stay with us live. And Big Hero Zix said, how did Strength 10 Power Fist go for you in your game, Jord? The Strength 10 Power Fists weren't really the highlights. It was actually chainswords.
Right.
So I played Beast Snagger Orks, and it was actually really interesting to see that I got +3 to wound in one situation, because you go from Strength 4 and then Strength 5, Strength 6, so that's you've already beat their toughness now, so that's +2 to wound.
Yeah.
And then when you play the Lance strat, you get another plus. So I was wounding Orks on 2s with chainswords.
Yeah, it's pretty mad.
It's insane the jumps you can get with just ordinary weapons. And with being Blood Angels, you can combine Sanguinary Priest to obviously up the AP of weapons.
Yeah.
It can really be devastating. But again, the same issue I find with Sons of Sanguinius is you don't get very much strat support. I feel like you really miss a what's it called, reactive move.
Yeah.
In the detachment. I think that's what you really do miss in that detachment. But Strength 10 Power Fist is always great.
Yeah. Ali said, "Hi guys, was lucky enough to meet the main man, Mr. Jake Harding, at ITT on the weekend. What an awesome guy. So down to earth and happy to take time out for us ordinary folk. What an ambassador for VT."
Oh.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but we are pretty much ordinary folk.
Yeah, we
except Jake, who is a demigod. But
he's the god of handsomeness.
We all wish we could be Jake.
Paul Bridge
I'm ready when you are, guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Paul Bridge has asked about movement with the rhino and pivoting.
I did do it properly.
Jake did do it properly.
Yeah.
There you go, Paul.
So he even
Okay.
watched.
I watched him, yeah.
He watched me do it properly. I will say as well, there was loads of people that came over at ITT and said hello, and I just want to say thank you everyone, because it was really, really lovely. And yeah, it was just great. Really, really made my weekend above everything else. It was actually just a fantastic weekend after a terrible, terrible, terrible week I had. So it made my day. You, Mike, as well, all of our team, we all made it, and it was just great.
It was great.
After the event, we were all in such high. Well, I was gutted personally, but like, I was in such high spirits and everything.
But you
else,
still
so.
won your armband. So
Yeah, I thought. Well, I saw Steve had it on the side, and I thought in honour of to remind him who the captain is. It's me. So.
It's me, just to make sure.
Yeah, just so you all know.
Yeah.
The man. So we didn't actually roll for Draxis in the command phase.
Oh, yeah.
So on a 2-up, she
Two up,
gets the
she's-
thing.
Cool. So she's
doesn't hurt, so.
She's lone up outside 18.
Yeah, the unit can't be targeted outside of 18. Yeah, which I don't think is going to matter because it's in the middle of the
Because
table.
it's quite ironic, because it's like all my guns are 12 inches, and then the one thing that isn't 12 inches is Magnus, but he can just do.
He can't just do it. Yeah, he doesn't care.
He's like, blang, you're all dead.
Okay, so movement-wise, I've advanced the unit over here. We've measured it out. If they go for a charge this turn, they'll need a 9.
Yeah.
And
And you've also made sure to just stay like 9.1 away, so your charge is a 9, but I can't move D6. 'cause you've
exactly,
moved
yeah.
9.
So I'm not quite close enough.
Yeah.
It's-
You can't
I'd
trigger
like-
the ability, but you still need a 9.
I'd like to pretend that was clever, but what it actually was I rolled a 4 on the advance, so that's as far as I can move.
Yeah.
The 2 Caladius tanks, or Caladius tanks, Caladius.
We'll go Caladius, because otherwise it's going to get confusing with
the two tanks will come out to get line on the Rhino. That one there's just towed onto the objective. The big unit with the Inquisitor in the middle has come onto the. They had to advance on here, but they can still action because there's an assault weapons in the unit. So they'll be doing my teleport to Homer this turn.
So that'll get you 3.
That'll get me 3,
Very
and
nice.
then a little bit of shooting, I think.
So start of the phase, I'm going to spend 2 Cabal points. So I've got a load of them, and there's nothing else I can really use them on, because they're all going to reset again.
Yeah.
So I can pick a unit with an 18, and it can re-roll a save. So I'm going to do it on the Rhino.
The Rhino, yeah.
Just if it comes up for some reason, it may come up clutch, you never know.
Yeah, definitely.
What are you hitting on, 3s or 2s?
2s, I imagine. Yeah, 2
And what's your AP?
3.
I will.
I've got lethal against vehicles.
Yeah,
and
that's
monsters.
fine. Why not? Because I've also got some CP that I don't really know. I'm going to spend 1 to pop smoke as well, so I've got cover and
So I'm hitting you on 3s now.
Yeah, and I'll get a 5-up save. That's it.
Sounds good.
Right. You never know.
We'll do the first one over there then.
It's little Rhino.
So 4 shots from the twin Arachnus blaze cannon. Well,
Okay, it's made a difference.
Yeah. This is strength 12, so 3.
3. Ow.
3 wounds.
3 5-ups, and I can re-roll one of these. So I roll 2.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. So, well, you know, it's better to be lucky than good. Another thing I said quite a lot over the weekend.
I remember hearing that at the table next to me.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a very funny moment happening that shouldn't be happening, and it was just like, it's better to be lucky than good. 6 on casino cannons.
Well, that happened. All right, his little underslung gun. Missed twice, but that is sustained 1.
Nice. And lethal, or just the top gun
No,
gets
only
lethal?
the big gun gets
Okay.
lethal. Strength 6, so 1 wound.
And wound AP.
AP 1.
So 3 up. Fail that.
Have 1 damage.
Cool, so down to an amount of wounds, 9.
And then the other one will shoot you as well.
Yep.
Well, well, that happened.
Is this going to go down as the greatest CP ever spent?
It wounded you.
Wounds, so 5 up. So-
Jake, what are
no,
you
because
doing
I've
to
got all
me?
my luck out now.
What are
Like,
you doing to me?
this isn't good.
2 hits.
Yeah.
Winning on 5s.
Yeah. Twin linked?
This is not twin linked. The main gun's twin linked.
Are you sure there's 2 of them?
Definitely.
Oh, okay. Weird.
It's a twin as opposed to a twin linked.
Ah, okay.
Because why wouldn't it be? All right.
Somehow.
Shooting then.
Somehow that happened. Nice.
Well, they can't shoot or charge.
No.
So the Rhino survived to
The Rhino took
Caladius.
1 wound from 430 points of Caladius.
Jeez.
So I'm
Praise.
going to have to come up with another
Praise.
solution for that.
Good job, Zinch.
Yeah. Actually, smoke. Pop smoke did it.
Pop Smoke did do it. Pop Smoke stopped 3 hits in total
Yeah.
on the big guns.
What a guy.
Never underestimate some smoke.
Yeah.
Go on, Jordan.
Check. I've got 2 questions.
Yeah.
First off, what characters are leading what in your army?
Oh, so I've got the 2 Infernal Masters are leading Units 5 rubrics. Araman is leading the 10-man rubrics. And actually, I've got 2 solo balling Exalted Sorcerers.
Solo bowling exalt.
Yeah.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. And the other thing is we have had a super chat from Joshua. He said, now that the mainstream Heresy series has wrapped up, what are some of your favourite Primarch fights? I can't get over Vulcan dual-wielding Thunderhammers on Magnus, the stuff of legends. We'll go around the room. Jake?
It's probably quite generic. Ferris Manus Fulgrim's quite a cool fight.
That's quite cool.
And there's also like emotion and stuff, and you know, like swap weapons and all that.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I probably that because it's just it's the only one that if you would like, because you've just asked me that, I can't actually think of any other ones than that one. So because of that, it has to be that.
Chris?
Oh, I mean,
With no spoilers.
yeah. So without referencing the End and the Death Part 3 beyond what, halfway through?
Halfway through.
Beyond halfway
No,
through.
or just any of it. Just for the listeners at home.
I quite liked from an earlier one in the series. It was either the Unremembered Empire or Pharos, where what's the Night Lords? Corvus
Conrad Kurz.
Conrad
Conrad
Kurz.
Kurz is on McCrag and fighting
Yeah.
Guilliman and the Lion at the same time.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Oh
cool
yeah,
fight. That I
isn't,
enjoyed that.
Isn't that?
And nearly kills
That's
them.
not unremembered. I know which book you mean.
Yeah,
'Cause
it
isn't
might be Pharos.
Is it
Yeah.
it the one after Vulcan, like
Vulcan is
falls
also
falls
in the,
to the planet and is like,
it's the same book.
what up,
yeah.
guys? And then they all have a big fight.
But Vulcan's kind of lost his mind a bit at that point.
yeah, because he's been killed about 10, 20
he's been
million
tortured
times.
on the
yeah.
on the spaceship. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's my favourite because he nearly kills them, and it's only due to shenanigans that he doesn't just get a double Primarch kill.
Double
one
kill.
Nice.
No.
Mike?
Well, I'm going to have to read about that one. I mean, this Vulcan dual-wielding Thunderhammer sounds good as well.
Yeah.
Now, actually, the only Primarch fight I've heard or read is Sanguinius versus Horus. But I won't go into any of the details because Jordan might cry.
I've already got a tier for me.
So I haven't
Heresy
actually
is
read any of the
epic,
Primarch duels.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm not fit to
Okay.
comment on this.
Right.
But
The Heresy
the ones mentioned
is
already sound awesome.
the best.
So I might have to check them out.
Sanguinius versus Angrod is the greatest fight.
Yeah,
That's
he's a
very
sick
good.
fight
That's
as
great.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is like...
Or even Sanguinius versus that big Bloodthirst.
Or just
Corbandon?
Sanguinius.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Corbadan
Versus
or whatever
Horus.
it is, where he's literally
Cabanda.
just like
Yeah.
beating him.
Yeah, Sanguinius versus Cabanda.
Yeah.
Kabanda, yeah.
Yeah, he
Cabanda.
fights him twice.
Cabanda the Panda.
Yeah.
Kabanda. Big bloodthirster.
He's actually the
Nathan,
big
no,
forward one.
Sanguinius versus Horus is not my favourite fight. It's something that I
So
try and forget on the
it's-
daily.
It's an awesome fight for the first phase. Like it
For the
it,
first
like
round
really
of
shows
combat, it was
Sanguinius
really
off,
great.
like peak of visibility before it does the whole kind of Super Saiyan moment where it doesn't really matter how good you are because plot armor
He's got
says no.
fight first.
Yeah.
You've charged into him. It's just over, really.
Yeah,
isn't
Horace
it?
is just he's busted. And he's
So to get us back on track,
Yeah.
let us know, chat, what your favourite Primarch fight is, and Chris will round up his turn.
And why is it Sanguinius?
Well, I'm going to
The,
use my...
the best one will get a crisp high five. Yeah.
I'm going to use my once per game advance and charge from the Blade Champion into this unit of discs.
Yep. Gate
CDs.
peoples on frisbees.
Zangor Enlightened.
Yeah.
So it's a
Gate
9
people
inch-
on frisbees.
9-inch charge with an inbuilt reroll.
Yeah.
Right,
Good,
Maybe
okay.
not that.
good start.
That's an 8. That didn't go very well. So at the end of that, I've scored 3 points for
Hamer.
deploying Teleport Timer and 0 for Assassinate.
That's a solid 3 points, sir.
It is, but you know what? It's still a game. It's a game.
This is a
you
game.
are right, Chris. It
You
is
are
a
right.
game.
Cool. So my turn. I'm going to get 10 primary because I hold 3, but you can only get 2.
You hold 2.
Oh yeah, sorry, you've got more. I still get 10 anyway.
Yeah, still get 10.
I get 1 CP, putting me up to 3. Cabal points wise, we'll do it again. So 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 this time.
Oh, Araman does some cheeky bonus ones.
Yeah, he gives me 3. Yeah, he gives me 3, and then he can let me do 1 for free.
It's almost like he's a good wizard.
He is a good wizard, the best wizard. And then, overwhelming force, so kill things on objective. So currently, you've only really
Just this
given me
unit
that.
and this one.
And engage on all fronts. So
Okay.
we've got some units in reserve, so that should be fine. So yeah, cool. Let's give it a
Top
go.
down?
Top
Have some
down,
fun.
and let's go.
But before we continue, I'd like to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, The Outpost. If you're looking for great deals on your miniatures, paints and gaming supplies, we've got you covered. Their wide variety of exceptional service makes them the go-to destination for all hobby needs. So don't wait, check out The Outpost today. Link in the description below.
Hey, turn 2 underway. Not much happened turn 1. We'd failed the 9-inch charge, but it is a 9-inch charge. So
It is an
on average, we don't usually make it. And to be fair, Chris doesn't need the advance and charge again because the unit is literally right there.
Yeah.
We don't need to advance the charge with that unit. But Jake now has to deal with the Custodes presented to him.
Yeah.
So, he's got that Blade Champ to deal with. He's got Jax's unit to deal with, which he's going to have to get within 18 inches of if he wants to use Magnus against them.
Yep.
And, of course, there's the omnipresent tanks, which apparently don't do anything anyway.
Yeah. When you're looking at a blue rhino like that, when you got a ghost flying off the top, I'd be terrified.
Well,
of shooting it too.
the ghost was the smoke, so it was just
That's
sort of
true.
obscuring
It was
the
a
tank.
very, very scary ghost. Call the Ghostbusters and you'll beat 1,000 Suns. But we have had 20 gifted Vanguard Tactics memberships from the one and only John McCardle. You absolute legend. So thank you so much. And guys, if you have been gifted a membership, make sure to say thank you to John. And there is actually a new series that's coming out tomorrow.
Okay.
Which myself and you have recorded, which is it's like our Learn to Play 40k. So
cool.
it's similar to the Start Playing, but not as in depth.
Yes,
So-
nowhere near as in depth.
No, exactly. So this is going to be for our members. We're going to do like a little Start Playing, not Start Playing, little Learn to Play.
A kind of a learn to play series. Good for you beginners that are on members, but don't worry if you're not a beginner. There's plenty of other content tailored to your level,
And we
whatever
will
that
have
might
some.
be.
We will have some Pimp My List come out soon as well. And yeah, so tomorrow will be the movement phase. So it's going to be a beginner's video on the movement phase. So yeah, make sure you check that out, guys. You now you've got access to all the members' videos. And yeah, and don't forget to join us on Friday with our members' lounge. So that's something we do every Friday at 4:30. It'll be myself on this Friday, so make sure you join us.
Ahead of a GT this weekend as well that we're all going to.
Yep, exactly, because we are going to be going to Beachhead.
Beachhead, yeah, in the south of the UK. So let us know if you're going as well, and we'll try and say hello.
Yeah, exactly. And another massive thank you to Nashi. He's just gifted 5 Vanguard Tactics memberships. Guys, same thing. Just make sure you say thank you in the chat if you have been one of those lucky people to get a membership. And thank you guys for continuing to support the channel.
Yeah, and turn on resubscription as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Are they ready? Oh, no, sorry. I thought I saw a thumbs up. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. But yeah, so we've got a lot coming out on the channel. We have just had the Drakari video drop, which was basically our overview of the new Drakari rules from the balanced data slate.
Yep.
Interesting situation with them.
Yeah, I don't think it's enough to make them competitive, but it does give them a place to be. Like, actually gives them a place in the competitive scene.
Yeah,
previously they just didn't have a place.
In the hand of a good player, which there are some really, really good Drakari players out there.
Yeah, there are plenty. Yeah.
So yeah, definitely, it's gonna boost the faction up to a level which will make it interesting to play against.
Yeah, like I'm looking forward to playing them, at a big event.
Yeah.
And it being a challenge.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm looking forward to that.
Definitely. How are you feeling for this weekend?
Yeah, confident. I think, is Jake ready? I think Jake's ready.
He's ready.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, do you want a rapid ingress?
Probably rapid ingress.
Ooh.
Oh, and Jake, can you let us know what aura you did for Magnus as well?
It's got -1 damage.
-1 damage on Magnus.
What a
Have
surprise.
they got deep strike?
Yeah.
Very sad.
The Custodes are on deep strikes.
Oh, this is a big play. This is like a monolith turning up in the backfield.
Oh, now that's a big shout.
There's no enemy outpost if you oh no, you can't draw it. That's the one benefit. I didn't realise they deep strike. That's my own fault.
Did you not know that?
No, it's fine. It doesn't matter. Just do it. It's funny. Because there's a potential I could kill some.
Just let me double check.
I assume they do because
I know,
most
but I
custodes
assume
do
they
now
do, but they
thinking
might
about
not.
it.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do.
Yeah. Most
They do.
custodes do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So this is 5 custodian
9
guard
Yeah.
and a blade champion with the veiled blade.
At least I'll get to try.
Just rapid ingress in the top right corner there.
Right. Cool.
Jake's not happy about it. He's stifling his tears.
It's okay.
That's what we call gotcha hammer right there.
Yeah.
So,
It's the only way to play. Cool. So main thing I've done. So the other thing I haven't mentioned it, but I did tell Chris before the game is what I'll be doing. Is I'm actually not going to be doing dev wounds this game. We found a use for sustained. So all of my psychic attacks are sustained. The only reason is because this may be wrong maths, but my logic is that if I make you roll 1 save and it's a 4, like you have a 50-50 chance of dying.
Yeah.
Whereas if I make you roll 3 and you roll 1 4, 1 custode lives. So it's like less chance.
You know, in the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring,
Yeah.
when Bilbo says, "I like half of you less than half of what
Yeah.
you deserve,"
Yeah.
and something
less than
else
half
that
of you, half as
nobody
well
in the
as you
room even
deserve.
understands.
Yeah.
What did you just say?
Oh, it's basically like the maths on, like, you have more of a chance of rolling a 4 on 3 dice than you do on 1 dice.
that is correct. Yeah.
That is correct. So that's why I haven't gone dev wounds. It will make sense when Magnus shoots. It's
Okay,
the
so
long
what you're
and
saying
short
is a
of it.
damage 3. If they fail the invuln,
Yeah.
they're dead.
They die, rather than if you take the dev wound, you have to roll 3, and then if you roll 1 4, you live. And then
Surely
you
it's
have
better to have 2 out of the 3 go through than 1
I
4
don't think it
save your
makes a
squad.
blind. I think it doesn't make a blind bit of difference. However, I'm going to also try sustained because I don't want to just be like, here's all these dev wounds, and then just watch.
Well, we're trying to test the Custodes.
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes, shall we?
His math is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So right, let's give it a go. So start of the shooting phase.
He hasn't factored in. He's to roll to wound.
Yeah, well, yeah, obviously. Right. So first thing, start of the shooting phase. Araman is going to spend 6 Cabal points to move
Oh.
his unit again,
Oh.
and then I can do these in the order, and then I will use Araman's free ritual to strip the armor save off the tank.
Well, that's
So
unkind of you.
It puts it on a, what did you
5
say?
up invulnerable
5 up
save.
invulnerable save.
You
Okay.
can do what?
So Araman can use a ritual for free. Is it once per game?
So
or-
once
or
per game
turn?
you can use a ritual for free. So I'm using
What's
the one.
the ritual called?
It's
Jake,
called
in your best Thousand Suns voice.
the Twist of Fate, which is ironically also like what is like, I swear, a wrestling move. As well.
Twist of fate.
It's
Jeff
Jock
Hardy's
with a
just come out
twist
of
of
nowhere.
fate coming in off the top rope.
So I've done echoes from the warp to allow them to move twice. So that means now all the flamers are in range of them. And then I've done Twist of Fate to remove the armor safe off the tank, because it basically means that everything's about to shoot him's AP3. And I've got winning on 5s with Araman's unit with full rerolls. There's a load of flamers. Enough wounds go through, I could do it. So Let's give it a go.
6 Cabal points, chat, not 6 command points.
No. Cool. So we'll start with the thing that I definitely know I'm doing. So the Zangor Enlightened are going to shoot their precision bows at Draxus's unit. So,
Specifically at Draxus, I'm assuming.
I can make you do one at a time. Right. So hitting on 4s, and I have lethal hits. 2 hits. That was a miss.
What's the damage?
Damage 2, so strength 5.
So how does this work? So you shoot? Do you win the unit or the character?
So precision only applies after a successful wound roll. So you have to wound against the attached unit.
Okay, so
regardless of the character's toughness.
5 or so on there.
Okay, 1 wound definitely. -1, and I'll put it on Draxus.
On Draxus, so just got a 3-up save.
Mm-hmm.
So it's toughness 6 on
cover?
Custodian.
Not cover? Cover?
You'll get cover.
Cover, so
Yeah.
3-up.
Cool. 2 damage.
Brilliant. She's got 2 left.
And then the next unit of Enlightened will do the exact same thing.
This is what you call gotcha hammer.
3
see.
hits. And then 5s. So 1 more on Draxus, please. You won't get cover from this.
No, I won't.
She is
But
okay.
I just saved it.
Cool. I was hoping to try and cheekily get overwhelming force with that.
I don't think Chris would have been best pleased
I
if
mean-
you'd managed that.
I mean, there was a squeaky bum time for a moment there.
Then I will shoot Magnus, because we might as well just do him now. He's also within 18 inches of this big unit, and I'm going to spend however many command points it is, so I can reroll all my wounds versus hits and wounds versus the unit. So 3d3.
And how many command points is that you're spending, Jake?
It's like 1 or 2 probably.
That's not answering the question, but
I'll look that up while you do this if you want.
It is 1. Cool. So
It would have been 2 if I looked it up.
1. So this is going to be 2s to hit.
is it a battle tactic?
Yes, it is. You can vector if you want, or whatever. The calendar said.
Reroll hits and wounds for psychic weapons sounds like
Now-
a good...
And I can do
The
that when
only
I'm not
thing-
on the table?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then I will vector.
Okay, cool. Right. 2s. I'm just going to fish for 6s.
Okay.
So cool. So essentially net gain 2. This is strength lots. So strength 9. So this will be 2s to wound because of +1 to wound for Magnus.
I've lost track of who you're actually...
It's Magnus
targeting.
into this unit.
Into
here.
this unit
Yeah.
of guys here. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to hurt.
So 2s, re-rolling. I'm not going to re-roll them all because I've got these are Dev because he just has Dev naturally. So
You have a -1 damage available if you'd like, Chris.
It's 2 CPs, and I think it's going to hurt, but it's not going to kill the unit.
Okay.
they
And
are flat. These are flat 3,
Yeah.
and I've got 2 Devs in after.
So the first one, so I've got 7 saves to
Yeah.
take. So
And
the
one's
first
got
one
a shield.
will be on the shield guy.
So do you want to take 2 for him? Because obviously it will save the other
I was
one.
just going to slow roll
Oh,
it.
you
Right, so the shield guy's dead.
cool.
Right, that's not gone well. Then I'll take 3. I've got 4 more, so I will roll 3. Okay, so 1's dead.
Cool. So 2 are dead so far.
3 are dead.
3 are dead.
Saved, so I've got 1 left.
Yeah.
So and then I've
And
taken
then you've got
6
6 Dev wounds as
dev
well.
wounds. So 6 4-ups.
Why have you got 1 left? There's like 5 in the unit. Isn't
5
there?
in the unit, and you've killed 4.
Only 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you got 2 left,
I've got 2 left. Thank you.
and then 4 ups.
4-ups.
So you didn't kill one.
There we are.
So
Dev
see,
wounds,
dev wounds, it
mean
worked out.
nothing to Custodes anymore,
So 3 die ones on a wound.
including the shield guy.
Yeah.
The shield guy's just behind this wall, so I'll fish him out when I move the unit.
Cool. And then the Zinch's Firestorm. So D6 plus 3 is blast. So at the time of shooting, I will get it. Oh god. 4. So 4 plus 3 plus blast. So 2s again, fishing for 6s. That's 1.
Yes.
Is this on the same unit?
Yeah.
Oh god.
These are only winning on 4s though, because I'm strength 5.
Okay.
And then these are not dev or anything, and these are 2 damage each, -1.
Oh, hello.
There you
All right, that is
1 custodian dead from that, right?
AP.
go. AP1.
So 3-ups.
Yeah.
So 1 dead so far. So I've got 1 more. So I can do
And these are 2 damage each.
These are 2, so I'm doing 2 at a time. So he's on
So he's
1
on 1
wound
wound.
left.
And
He's alive.
And he's
alive.
Nice.
So 1 left on a wound.
Cool. So that's That's Maggie. Right, then we'll do this guy first because he's obviously got.
Go on then.
He's got an obvious target there, I think.
Just
right.
before you carry on, mate, we have had a super chat from Daniel. He said, "I'm going to more thank likely bring Custodes to Dallas in May for the US Open. I don't own a Custodes Assassin, and they're $80 on eBay. Do I need one?"
They're very useful.
They are. I would say Draxus is better. If you're going to get one, get Draxus. But you'll never not enjoy owning all the assassins, really.
Yeah, if you want a cheaper than $80 potential one, I think there's a Clade Venenum Assassin or one of the Horus Heresy ones that doesn't have a 40k title. Looks cool and could stand in as any assassin.
I would like convert
on the right
one
base.
to fit
So
an army.
have a look at that, or just convert one up. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, they have polymorphine, so the whole shtick is that they can look like anything. So as long as it looks reasonably like an assassin, it's just a cool one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or just put anything on the base, like a sheep.
Or a sheep, yeah.
Or Magnus.
Or a chicken.
Right, so the Exalted Sorcerer shooting into the Blade Guard unit, so 1 shot. Strength 6, so 1 wound, -1. Oh, sorry, -2. -2. Would you like this on the shield?
How much damage
It's
is it?
D3.
Then yes, we'll put it on the shield.
So 1 damage.
Okay.
Cool. And I have an Inferno pistol. That's very good of him.
Oh, I see.
He hits. It's sustained. So 1 at -1. This is 1 damage. No. Right. Rhino, not you. We've done. It's your time to shine, baby. As you're about to shoot some custodians. I didn't say which one he had, so I have the normal combi bolter. So this is freeze, 2 hits, 5s, 1 wound, -1.
Oh, 3 up. You'll CP that.
Yeah. Okay, and then the Havoc launcher.
Oh, hang on.
There's no AP on this, so freeze. Because that was sustained. 5s, nothing. Right, I'm gonna have to tank shock you. Don't want to do it, but all right. Now all of this. Okay. Because
Don't want to shoot AP0 flamers at them, do you? No, they're AP4 flamers.
No. Well, it's more like I could use the Psychic Stalk to try and just snipe out that last Custode, and then when I charge into Draxus, but equally she doesn't actually get the Feel No Pain, does she?
No.
So you'd have to roll 1 at a time?
What's the question?
So if I tank shock the unit, you'd have to roll 1 at a time on the guard.
On the
And
more
then once
wounds?
he dies, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. We will do that. So all of this, we'll shoot all of this.
I like it.
Let's do Araman first, because he's my favourite. So 2s. Oh. Not my favourite anymore. I will CP it.
Does he take a bunch more wounds for that?
No, he's not that cool.
Down to 1 CP for the 1,000 suns?
Strength 6 with +1 to wounds, so 4s.
Yeah.
And he can reroll the wound. So 1 at -1. Well, you don't have a
On my
save,
info.
so
No.
D6.
D6?
Yeah, so 6.
Oh my god, what did he
Sorry,
just do?
what?
He was like,
What did Araman just do?
He went,
6 wounds to attack.
Bang,
What's
he's
it
dead.
called?
It's called Psychic Stalk.
8 wounds.
Psychic Stalk?
Yeah.
Is
Like
it like
as
the
in
bird?
as in like the stalk of a plant.
No, that's the bird.
Right, so now shooting. Now the pistol is slightly different strength, but this is all going to wound on the same.
Okay, yeah.
So 10d6 into the tank. Yeah, I can count. Right.
Oh, that's a lot of 6s.
Gonna get right in
20,
there. Gonna have some cooked stalk.
30, 40.
40 shots.
40 shots. So if we do 2 lots of 20, because I have small hands.
20.
Nothing wrong with having small hands.
No? It's 20 dice here if you want.
You could.
Do you want me to help you? Do you want me to
Yeah,
roll with you?
yeah. Go on. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 5s. Jake's on you.
Oh.
And then
Oh, I thought you were going to chuck him in at the same time.
No. See, I'm playing into my character arc or whatever happens
Ah.
in seasons of playing Warhammer.
Trixie.
Because this is a new ITC season, I have a new persona.
Of
I'm
course.
sorry, Anakin Skywalker's just chatted on the stream.
And how is
Minute,
he?
What's going on here?
Because I get reroll wounds because you're on an objective.
Yeah, I know.
I know. And then the other lot. Okay, maybe I didn't need the other unit because apparently my dice are on something today.
Wow. Okay, this is.
And that thing is the Vanguard Tactics Academy, which will be coming back soon. Right. So thanks, George. I'm glad you laughed. There you go.
I'm glad someone's enjoying this. Just
Something about
be
parsecs.
gentle. Be gentle next time.
Right.
It's dead.
It's very dead.
It's
Something
so
about
dead.
parsecs. It's dead.
So dead.
It's so dead.
That just did the castle run in.
6.
It did the
Two
Kessel run in
parsecs.
2 parsecs.
Yeah, so that would have killed it from full on its own.
So I should have psychic stalled the unit.
Did I explode? Well,
Where does this is actually a genuine question as well because I've never played with a tank with firing deck. Where would it say it has firing deck?
It would be in the abilities section. I believe it's
So it
been
doesn't
in an
have one.
errata. It definitely has firing deck.
And how many do you know?
2. All
Cool.
rhinos
So
have
both
firing
of
deck
these
2.
Infernal Masters can shoot here.
oh. Starting to think I've made some tactical errors here.
Well, you know when someone hits you with the you can't have a save against my 10d6 flamer shots
Yeah.
and my psychic bird, it is a problem.
Yeah.
That's not what,
Right.
that's not what a
So
stalk is.
the one that's
Jesus.
2 damage
Yeah, you
I'll
did
do
say
first.
Okay.
So this is 2d. I won't overcharge it. So 2d3.
Definitely overcharge it because the rhino takes the damage.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'll just roll it again. Okay, 8. Whoop. Strength 6. So 4s. There's no dev wounds here or anything. I can turn 1 to a 6. Oh no, he can't because it's an ability and he's in the
That's
tank.
right.
2 at -2, and these are 2 damage each.
2 saves.
Cool. And then I'll roll the hazardous after. But for the one that isn't better, so this one is wounding you. On the same. So 3 more. -2.
Damage.
2. No, sorry, 1, because this is the not good
So
one.
it finishes off the.
Cool. And then does the Rhino get hurt? No. And then the Havoc Launcher with Blast. 1 at no AP. Cool. And then the Bolter. And the Bolter, 2 at no AP.
Go off some people, you know.
Yeah.
Doesn't the bolter, is it like a fancy bolter on the
It's
rhino?
not, I didn't say which one it was, so I'm not going to
Be
play the
whatever one
copy.
it is,
But no, it's alright. It's alright.
Everything.
You just get 2 of the same bolter.
Free war gear is always.
I know,
the best
but like, I'd
option.
rather like the only thing I've declared before the game is that because I actually didn't know it could take.
Doesn't
a
have
different bolter.
AP though, the normal bolter. I'm pretty sure because it's like a warp one. It's
I'll have a
1,000
look at a
suns.
sec.
And it has a havoc
Even if they
launcher.
have AP1, I saved them both.
Yeah,
Also has a havoc launcher, right? and
yeah,
some
I'd
Yeah, he will
fight
buy
that. I did
one,
nothing. Right. Charging Rhino into these Custodian Guard. Whee! It's in.
stuff. Oh, have you got enough CP to fight first, Chris?
I do.
Who needs fighting first when you have Tank Shark?
Burn, burn, burn.
So, right, time to figure out how this also works. What? So you're toughness 6. I only get
I'm-
6 dice. So I need 3 5s. 1 5. So you get 1 feel no pain. So it can't kill Draxus, but this could kill the unit. Oh no!
Mortals mean nothing.
No. Okay, now you get to hit me. Well, unless you want to
Is that
fight first.
the last charge?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to fight first.
Okay. Are you ready for this? So, other things I'm going to do.
Oh, I need to pick my Martial Qatar though, so I'll go
Yeah.
with -1 to be hit, I think.
Yeah, okay. So I will, just because I've got the Cabal points, I'll spend 2.
Lord Draxus,
No, I
Rhino
won't
has
spend-
charged us. I shall display our
I
martial
won't spend
Qatars.
2, I'm just going to do our Fender and our Squires. 5s, 1 hit.
This is how we fight rhinos.
1 wound, no AP. No, I just want to run one. I just want to talk to it. I just want to talk. Right, there you go. So you
Right.
get to hit me back.
Well, that happened. Okay, so we've got this nice spear. I think I'm going to spend 1 of my CPs.
Mhm.
I think the stratagem is called Slayer of Nightmares. but it's the one that gives you +1 to wound against something tougher than
I'm making you wound. I'm making you spend
doing
CP
well
on
today.
killing rhinos.
yeah.
This is my favourite.
You do have actually 2 options, Chris, because I think one of them also gives you +2 attacks if you're under half strength. I don't know if it applies to all models in the squad though, because you could end up giving Draxus more power fist attacks.
Ooh.
It's worth having a look at what the strat says, because it could say.
And because of the fantastic update we've had on the Warhammer app,
The command
I
center.
now don't need to scroll around looking for it. So that is probably called Unwavering Sentinels.
Maybe. I don't know.
No, that's Fight First.
Before we carry on, we have had a super chat from Death Guard Dave. He said, "Much love to the team and good to see Chris on stream, mate. You absolute legend. Thank you for the super chat, mate."
Hi, Dave.
Yeah. Cheers, Dave.
I like
Hope you're
Dave.
well.
Dave's my favourite Death Guard player. Don't tell Aiden.
Dave, are you coming to Beachhead?
No.
So it's target 1 Adeptus Custodes unit. So this is an Adeptus Custodes unit, and then it's models within that unit.
So you will get it, yeah.
So it'll apply to both, yeah.
So you get +2 attacks on Drax's power fist.
Yeah, so we'll do that. So that's
That's
1
hilarious.
CP. It's called
She's a
Avenge the Fallen.
Whoa.
Yeah, so it's +1 attack, but +2 if we're below half strength, which we very much are. Thank you, Jake. So that should put me down to 2 CPs. We'll start with
Down to
this.
1, right? I think you did an ingress.
and you've also got +1 a wound as well.
I've not. No, this is in lieu of +1 to wound.
Oh, you're not going to use +1 a wound?
No, because I don't
got
think I
one
have the
left.
CPs. So I've got 1 left.
Okay. Is +1 a wound 2 CP then?
It's 1, but I
Oh,
don't
okay.
think
Oh,
I
you
need
just
both
don't
of
know if
these
you're.
things, Yeah.
And also you get reroll wounds because I'm on the objective.
Yeah, we should be right. All right, the Spear Guard, hitting on 2s.
The Spear God.
Spear God. This is strength, I think 7.
Toughness 10 or something like
Yes,
that.
it's going to be 5s.
Maybe less, maybe
But
more.
I got the rerolls. Melee weapons, strength 7, yeah.
Yeah, toughness 9 actually. So.
2 wounds, AB2,
1 pass, 1 fail.
2 damage.
So down to 7.
Oh, Custodes, what are you doing?
Come on, Draxus.
All right, melee
Draxus,
weapon. She gets
Draxus.
3 attacks base, so she now gets 5. Hitting on 3s. Okay.
Go on.
Strength 6, so 5s,
5.
but with rerolls from the unit.
Oh.
3 wounds, AP2 damage 2.
So can't kill me, but yeah.
I
did
tried.
try. So down to 3. Cool.
Right,
So that's that.
that's all that fighting done.
So end of my turn. I'm going to get overwhelming force for killing the tank. Sadly, won't get 5 though.
Yep.
And I will get engaged for 3 because I'm in 3 quarters.
Yes. Now, how many OC is a rhino is the question.
2. So you
I
will
better not
have
fail
it.
that battle shock.
Yeah. And then CP wise, I'll go up to 1.
Yeah, I got 2.
Would you like to ping pong your Calidus?
Is Rhino really only OC2?
Yeah.
Not 3.
Right.
The
Weird.
Callus is still in deep strike.
Sad.
Come down.
Sad.
So my command phase, I do need to roll a battle shock here. I'm not just gonna
Yeah.
auto pass it,
So you're fine.
so I'm fine.
Cool. So you get 10.
So I get 10.
Nice. Good job.
All right, if we go to top down, I will work out how I'm going to unpin myself from this special situation I put myself in.
Well, Chris has summed it up very nicely there.
A special situation.
He is in a very special situation.
Yes. Well, it was a good display of the doing a free ritual with Araman and absolutely deleting something off the face of the planet.
In Thousand Sun style.
In Thousand Sun style, you know.
I like it.
There's not a lot you can do about having your armor save taken away from you.
No.
And being hit with 10d6 flamers with rerolls to wound.
It's such a powerful combination, but
But at least he's done it now.
Yeah.
You know, Araman's blown his free ritual
mm-hmm.
on killing the Custodes. It was a significant blow because obviously that's one of the units that can deal with Magnus.
Yeah.
So it was a good play getting rid of, targeting units that can deal with your most powerful units is one of the really important tactics inherent in 40k.
And where can you learn that, Mike?
Obviously we go through that kind of thing on the academy. The academy is open for waitlist and getting in there early. We've had some balloons turn up. What happened there?
Happy birthday.
Oh, okay.
Happy
Maybe,
birthday.
Yes, so check out the link below. Get involved in the new academy. Steve's doing lots of like calls. So if you want to know more about the Academy, you can book in and chat to Steve about what's actually behind the scenes and everything you actually really get from the Academy. We've got loads of testimonials coming out as well from previous students and what they thought about the Academy experience. And yeah, definitely worth checking out because it's an investment in yourself, in your hobby, and you are joining an awesome community.
Well, that's the main thing as well, isn't it?
Of people.
It's the community. You become part of such an amazing community of people. So yeah, definitely. All the links will be in the description below. If you have any questions, just ask away. More than happy to answer. That's what we're here for, as well as to commentate on this amazing game of 40k.
Yeah, absolutely. So Anakin Skywalker asked, who do you all want to win? Chris, who would you like to win?
I would like me to win, please.
Chris would like himself to win.
Okay, well that's standard.
Who would you like to win, Jordan?
Me.
Okay. So I'd like the Thousand Suns to win because the army's really, really like poppy. Stands out. It's
Poppy?
really nice. Yeah, it's like it pops. It's got great colours.
Very
going.
poppy.
It's very poppy.
I like it.
Yeah, like the really standout colours. I wish we had more like armies in these like really bold and brash colour schemes on the channel.
Well, we have got the famous LPP behind the scenes, ready
Yes.
to start painting some models. I would love to have a vibrant demons army.
I would love a black and yellow demons
I
army.
was just about to say black
Actually,
and yellow.
Yes, that would
Bumblebee
be really
scheme.
cool. With a bit of purple in there as well.
Pink hairs.
Pink. Yes.
Okay, and
Yeah.
Chris wants some Bretonians to mix with those demons.
In black, yellow, and purple.
Black, yellow, purple. That's true. Every single model is a different colour scheme.
Yep, that's how you do Bretonians.
Yeah, exactly. Curse Cowboy just said, anyone but Blood Angels win.
Fair enough. Yeah, don't blame you. Don't blame you at all.
I have the power to remove you from chat, Curse Cowboy. Just saying.
Don't you dare. He's a student. I'll
Well-
fight your corner, Ian. I got your back.
I'm not impressed with that comment, mate. Not impressed with that comment. But appreciate you being part of the community.
Yeah. Who do you want to win, Seb?
See, that's two for Jordan now.
Seb wants Jord to win. Okay. Oh my god. Right.
LPP.
So
There we go. That's 3 Jords.
Jordan, what do you think Chris needs to focus on here to turn this situation around?
He needs to get a grip on one of these.
He needs to get a
objectives.
grip.
He needs to get a grip.
Man needs to get a grip.
Listen, he's a custodian of the Emperor of Mankind. He needs to get a grip on his battle, and he needs to take the fight to Magnus the traitor. Right? I'm not standing for this heresy. All right? This isn't what we do around here. No, don't end my poll, please, Seb. Yeah, well, it can stay there because I'll just make sure it stays at 69. But anyway, back to the battlefield.
Yes.
Yeah,
So what does he actually? What do you think is a decision that he's going to have to make here?
I think the biggest trap he could do is maybe go for Magnus.
Yeah.
I think that would be my thinking of it. Is he hasn't got any hold on the primary really here. That middle objective, he's kind of in a losing battle because there's a bunch of rubric marines ready to jump out and kill whatever gets out onto that objective, unless he makes that charge and gets rid of them first.
Yeah.
But the objective down in the bottom right, that seems to where he's going for his more fortify objective.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's kind of maybe consolidating his forces into an area because he's lost so much now.
Yeah. I think we need to get those Custodes stuck into rubrics wherever we can.
Yeah.
Because Custodes are so good at killing rubrics with their damage too, and rubrics are not that survivable.
Yeah.
Chris is ready at the table, so we'll let him explain his choices and crack on and kill some Thousand Suns.
Get a grip, Chris.
Well, I've been trying to explain my choices to my parents and myself for quite some time, and I've never had a satisfactory answer.
Well, can you explain to us, please?
I can.
Normally it's just, not again.
So I've moved the rapid ingress up so that they can shoot or charge in either direction. I don't expect that they will be able to kill the character on the ejector just with some Guardian Spears, but if they do, then I've got the option to come the other way into the Rhino. Second unit here moved up just behind the wall. Jake then reactively moved his chaps. What are they called?
Zangor
Zangor
on gate people on frisbees.
Away. Yeah. So just to make that, so it would now be an 8 I would need on the dice.
And the other thing it does, it also means that you can't multi-charge as easily if you wanted to go into the rhino as well.
Yeah. The tank, which wasn't just very rudely dealt with, has
the
come
other
out to
one
kind of
now like
get some shots.
Oh my!
The wardens have moved up to just behind the wall. They just come behind the wall, so they can't be overwatched. And I spent a CP to bring a model back into the unit that was down to 1 guy and 1 wound, so I should be down on a single CP.
Very nice. Have you done Drax's ability just for the sake of?
I haven't, but I'm also not going to because I've only got 2 wounds left.
Oh,
if I roll a 1, I do D3 wounds to myself.
Okay.
Everything's within 18 as well now, so it may not make a difference.
Yeah, I would rather didn't get shot by Magnus, but there's not much I can do about that. So, yeah. Let's do some shooting. So we'll start with the 4 spears from this unit here. We'll shoot your sorcerer on a disc.
Man who's wanting a low 5.
Yeah.
Okay. You can have it.
8 shots. Mm-hmm. So we all hit.
Ooh. And then
strength 4.
Toughness 4.
So it's forced to win, but 4 rerolls because you're on an objective.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I haven't got a clue on the AP. I
believe it's AP1.
AP1, I think it's 1.
4 up. So I'm on 2 wounds left.
2 wounds left. So I will use their once per game ability to, after I've shot,
shoot again.
Just because if I can get rid of him now, it opens up options here. So 1 missed that time. Mm-hmm. Pause again. And there we are.
He's definitely
so
dead.
We got that one.
Green
so
Cracker's
points. Let's see what we can do.
First casualty.
Is that the first thing I've killed, really? Oh dear. That's not good, is it?
Mind games.
The tank kind of wants to make a nuisance. Yeah, so it's going to try and shoot this unit of Zangors over here.
Yeah.
So interesting idea. You might be able to kill the rhino.
So I know the thought was that I could shoot it in combat. But what I've kind of secondarily thought is I'll probably kill it in combat. But actually, if I don't, I'm kind of okay with that because he needs to fall back to shoot with Magnus, and he's my battle shock. Basically, I'm not afraid of the rhino in combat.
Well, if you kill the rhino, then the unit gets to shoot, right? Yeah. And then Drax is going.
Yeah, go on then. You've convinced me.
I believe.
I'm going to shoot. Well, you messed it up so badly last time.
I'm not going to spend any shots.
Okay, you sure? Well, I'm already -1 to anyway. So 1 missed. 1 auto would no because you're a vehicle.
What's it like? Imagine the cover.
2, so 3 saves.
-3, so 6 ups. Yep, dead.
Yeah.
Do
Don't you dare.
Do I explode?
Don't you dare.
No.
Oof.
Explosion.
Okay. Thank you, Mike. That worked.
Another one.
Next up, well, this unit would then shoot, I guess. Now, I think we have to shoot into Aramin's unit. Mm-hmm. So we'll start with the spear because that's easy. So 2 hits. Are you on objective? You're
I'm not. You get reroll 1s though, because I'm not.
Yeah, just reroll on the 1s. No wounds. Next up,
Draxus with about 1 million guns. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so we'll do Dire Singer first, which I believe is the name of her shuriken.
It's a better shuriken catapult than the Eldar have.
Oh yeah, 4 attacks on 3s. Strength 4, but it's anti-infantry 4 up.
So just 4s.
Dev wounds.
Rerolling 1s.
You can reroll the 1 at least.
Yeah. Yay. Damage.
2.
So 1's dead. Yeah.
And then we will do the same thing the other unit did and shoot again.
So you do have your psychic you can shoot as well.
Oh, sorry, she's got her other.
Yeah,
sorry, we're not finished. We're not finished. So 6 attacks. Hitting on 3s.
Sustain 2.
Sustain 2. So that should be
a net 1.
Net 1. Oh, I like that.
And then strength.
Strength is 6.
So all wound.
0 AP.
So 3 pluses.
Damage 2.
Oh, that's quite good. 1 dies.
Okay.
So another one. Yeah.
Now we'll do it all again. So
Do
the
it
spear,
all over again.
1 hit. Didn't wound. The Dire Singer,
Oh, come on, Draxus. What are you playing at?
1 more dead.
So one more did.
And then her Psychic Attack, which is called Psychic Tempest. 2 misses, but come back in. Wounding on 3s.
Rerolling ones.
Rerolling 1s.
Cool.
5 saves, 3 ups. 2 more.
I wondered why I saw her in loads of custode lists, and
She's
now I
pretty
get
good.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's pretty good.
She's pretty decent.
I think she's great in a lot of lists, actually. You know.
I've only
But
ever
the
seen her in
she's
the custode.
Reroll
as
wounds
well.
and 2 shoot twice. Really good.
The Caldus over there is doing my teleporter Homer, because that seems like a good idea.
The calendars that has been used by everyone in the studio.
Yes.
Twice.
Yeah, I noticed we have 2 of them now. Another one's popped up from somewhere. I can't shoot anything with the Wardens because I can't see. They could probably get some shots backwards, but I'm fairly sure I'm pushing the range. Yeah, I'm well out of range. So it's time to do some charges.
Nice.
So we'll start with this one here, who will charge your Zangor.
Enlightened. You enlightened them and you got
I
it.
did, yeah.
Oh no. Help
So
me.
from the pack, here we go. That's the rearmost one. Oh.
Oh.
And then the rest are closer. So put the character in, I think. And then basing one who's basing to line everyone up. There we go.
For chat, Magnus has not done anything wrong yet.
Magnus has done a lot right so far. And then
And then
Trajan Valoris will
Trajan.
charge Aramin's unit. 6.
Looks good.
Looks good to me.
easily, yeah.
So 7 is on him. Fish
You
is
can
in.
pick the building up if you'd like.
I
Sorry if I over embellished the board.
like that.
Put a few too many rocks on there.
I've already moved one of the little aquarium plants out.
You took my plan. I was
did.
gardening
I've also
all night
taken
on
a
that.
guy with me.
They're actually mine, but you know.
Whoa, let's not argue about the plants, okay?
Technically, they're pet homes.
Well, they were.
They were until
Then I bought them.
I'm finally over here. Now, it's quite tempting to just try and charge onto Magnus here, but I think that would probably be a poor decision. So they're going to charge this Rhino, which is a 9.
So that should get them all basing.
Yeah, so he'll go through there.
Yep.
Just stand in the building there. He'll walk through the door to do that.
You walk through the door. I'm very civil.
And then
And
9
that one can go.
to there.
Yeah.
See, I'm just trying to kind of stretch it so that I get the best possible coverage to make your options as challenging as possible. Happy with that?
Yeah.
Right, let's start over here with the Wardens
Oh no.
on Magnus's, not Magnus, this is
Harryman's unit.
So he will pile into
I
there.
will spend 2 Cabal points so I can re-roll a save in that unit.
Okay,
Yeah. Because I've got Cabal points, so might as well.
points to burn.
Yeah. Hopefully, it could mean Harriman gets to survive.
Harriman.
Harriman.
Well, I
As
jolly
in
well
you're a
hope
wizard,
not.
Harry.
Harry the Mun. The man.
Right, so let me just get my
Good old Harryman.
Wardens data sheet up.
That's
So I've got
not
5 dudes and
Jake, we have had a super chat from Clayton Sanford, and he said, you'll be happy to know that I will be playing my buddy Jonathan on Friday. You played his wife's demons at LVO.
I played.
Apparently.
Oh yeah, yeah. In my 3rd game. Oh, amazing. No, it was a super cool army. We played on one of the streams actually. That was
Yeah?
good fun. Yeah, it was great. I had loads of fun. I know Jonathan I think he underestimated how much casino cannons do, and but yeah.
Casino cannons and the Magna Rail cannon. No, the beam
a
cannons.
high las beam cannon on the
Oh my God,
Sagittars.
so
Bing, bing, bing. Roll big, roll big, get big.
I can see the win rate for Leagues of Votan. I understand on a level that's really good. I think it's a terrible, terrible army because every time I personally put it on the table, I have never once rolled a 6 to hit with that thing.
I'm, like, tournament games of it, I've lost like 5 games out of something like 20 or something insane.
And that's why you flush your dice down the toilet.
Yeah, that's why I always make sure never roll the 2 at the same time. You have 2 weighted ones that are randomly
behind the
hit.
ruin, in the yeah.
Yeah.
So I think my martial karate this time
Yeah.
is going to have to be lethal hits. I
Your
think.
karate kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are the attacks from the spears from the warden unit onto Aramin's unit. That's quite a lot of ones.
But a lot of 6s. So 3
So
autos.
3 auto wounds. And these are strength 7, so 3s.
And you're re-rolling. Oh no, these are
No,
wardens.
these are
aren't they?
wardens, yeah.
What's their special thing? They get a 4 for no pain.
They're -1 to be wounded if your strength is higher than their toughness.
Oh,
And they have a once per game 4 at feel no pain.
how very
Plus these 3,
good of
sorry.
you. So sorry. If you put them in. Sorry, put them in that.
Put them in here.
There we go. So it's just because I'm slow.
Of course,
Roll them,
yeah.
save.
I think
What's
our
the AP?
I think it's 2.
AP.
AP 2, damage 2.
Yes, Jake did end up getting a tattoo at LVO. He's got a casino cannon.
Yeah, I see. 5 up. So that kills 3.
Yeah.
So 2 at a time now. Oh, sorry. Oh.
Did you just break my
I
banner?
did.
You
So I'm
just
very
broke my
sorry.
banner.
Oh,
Then.
my
You broke my banner and rolled 4 6s in a row.
Okay, so now the 2 are dead. And then Harryman 4 up, 4 up. I won't re-roll the save yet.
Okay, so he's taken 2 damage so far.
Yeah, so he's on 5. I'm very sorry about my little
It's
banner.
fine. How many wounds has he got left?
3.
3 left.
So enough for Trajan's punk him.
Okay, Trajan, Valorous. 6
Trajan.
attacks.
Vince would be proud.
2, 4, 6.
Never heard a man say the name Trajan with such emphasis on Anne.
Trajan.
Hey, Anne.
So 1 missed, 1 auto wound. Strength 10, so 2
so 2.
presumably. 4 saves in total.
So 4 up.
AP 2, damage 3.
So 4 up. 4 up.
Could you tuck the dice tray? Just bring it down a little. Down.
Right,
So
right.
yes, that's a
That
bit
way.
better. A little bit more.
So that was your
And
reroll
then
failed.
I was dead. So
Yeah, okay.
he's dead now.
So
Dead now.
Trajan came in and finished him off.
Poor
know-
Harryman.
You know Aramin was in the Siege of Terror, right?
Yeah, I heard. I heard from not just
Yeah.
your books, but also
No
I'm gonna-
moment shackle from Trajan yet.
I haven't used it, and I've consolidated onto the objective. Over
now.
here. Would you like to interrupt?
I don't have enough CP to interrupt, very sadly.
Okay. What's going on here? Is this worth rolling?
I have
I have no idea.
think
you
I
tell
have a-
me.
Absolutely not, in my
No.
humble opinion.
no.
But,
That's fine.
I'm happy
so-
to.
This
No,
is
no.
the Blade Champion versus 3 and
Yeah, I
9.
think the blade.
2
champs-
wounds each with a 5 up invuln?
Yeah, 6 up involved. That's what I was just checking.
okay, right. Yes.
Yeah.
So they're
So,
dead.
so we got
Dead.
better things to do than waste our time doing that.
Those poor goatmen.
The poor enlightened. They were not
and then we've
enlightened
got-
about anything.
The Rhino over here.
Mm-hmm.
How many? 5 attacks for Custodian Guard, Mike? Does that sound right?
Sorry, what?
They are 5 attacks.
They
each,
are
I
5
think.
attacks.
I think
each.
they are.
They
yeah.
are, yes.
They're 5
so I've
attacks
got-
each?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're custodian guard,
Well, it's because they lost the Misericordias from previously.
so they just baked it all.
So they just gave them an extra one with the spear.
Fair enough. I just assumed wardens had like more attacks or something. But
They just
No.
get better. Like they're -1 to win.
I suppose once you're already the pinnacle of human engineering,
What? Where else do
You
you,
can't
go
get much
after
better,
that?
yeah.
So
true.
well, what you do is you roll a few ones. Let me get rid of those.
but then
You take those 6s and you hold on to those. And then these are winning on 5s, but re-rolling
we don't
ones.
want-
Okay, so it's 7 saves from the spears.
There's a 5 just in there you picked up.
Oh,
put it there. 5 up. Dead. To the wound.
there we are. And I still had the Blade Champion.
Right. Does it explode? No. Right. Now I've got to figure out how I'm going to get these all out.
Yeah, well, you'll
'Cause
figure
I
it
may
out.
have to dead spirit escape or whatever it is.
Emergency disembark.
Disembarkation.
Get out of the tank.
6 inches. Yes, that's what it's called.
So I'm gonna have to do it. Actually, I can get 1 unit out there,
But
But
they
the
all
other
have to be
unit-
within it, though.
No, not. Is it per unit or?
So
it's what
every
per
model,
unit.
So what I mean is, so one unit. Oh no, sorry, they can't
'Cause you're gonna be
the
in
blade
engagement
champs
range,
there.
yeah.
Sorry, I didn't see him there.
you went through the door. Do you remember?
So basically,
I
you're
remember
gonna-
we spoke about
because Jake can't place his 10 rubrics and the characters, he's going to have to roll 12 dice, and 1s, 2s, and 3s will be mortal wounds applied to the unit.
So can you help me with the ordering of this? So it's died.
Yes.
It's blown up. They're getting out. When does the consolidation happen?
After, I've
After
done all
he's
these
set up his
rolls
model,
and
so you
stuff.
could consolidate into the unit.
Okay.
And if I was Jake, I'd probably separate the two units just so that
I
if you
have
consolidate
no
one way or the other.
room to do
He's got
that.
nowhere to put
Yeah.
it because basically
Even
I
for
surrounded
wholly
it.
within 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Wow,
I
okay.
surrounded it and they've got the building here,
Yeah.
Right.
and then there's
See.
another one of my units over here.
Fair enough then.
Cool. Because you place and then you roll. Because obviously, if any ones that you can't place, you don't roll for. But I can split these across the units, can't I?
Well, you'd have to roll for each unit separately.
Why? I thought you just roll for the amount of models, then you allocate.
I think
So
that
in
might
this
have
case, it
been
doesn't
that.
really. It's fine.
Okay.
So you
Well, what-
allocate these as you like.
Okay. What I'll do, Soul Reaper, Soul Reaper. Then I'll go random bloke in one unit and a wound on another. So basically it works out like that dies and that dies. That will die. And then another man in a unit will have a wound.
Okay.
There we go. Cool. There we go. And then obviously the run instead.
Yeah, and then I'll do my pile-ins,
Friendly fire.
which will go here. So if he goes straight that way, he on his own gets both units.
Yep.
Right. So for disembarking, just for clarity here,
And then
you roll for each model that disembarks, and on a 1, that model's unit suffers a mortal wound.
Oh, okay.
So you would have to roll
yeah,
per
so we're still
unit.
in coherency.
Yeah.
We're in combat with both units.
Okay. Cool. Nice.
I think that's best. I can
I
do.
will get to fight. That is the
You
one
will
thing
get
I
to
will
fight,
get to
yeah.
do. So, right. I'll just roll them at the same time.
Yeah, do your characters and then
So
Could you pull the dice tray down again, please?
down this way.
Down there. That was good. A bit
That's
more.
right. More?
Like you did before. Yeah,
Okay.
good. And
So-
then turn it slightly anti-clockwise.
Okay.
A bit more. Yes, good. That's good. That.
So, if you don't mind,
You-
I'm going to roll both the characters at the same time, and
If it doesn't matter,
and I'll
you do
get to
think.
switch 2 6s. This
Okay.
could matter because this actually is quite tasty.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
no,
so
what do you think?
3s, 2 of which will now go to 6s. So that will be then 3 extra hits because of sustained. 4s, re-rolling 1s. 'cause you're not-
T6, yeah.
Hmm?
T6,
Yeah, because I'm strength 6. So that is 6 at -1, and they're D3 damage each.
6 at -1. Well, we'll take them on spear guard.
Yeah. Cool. So, first one. So that kills 1. Second one kills 1. Third one puts 1 on 1 wound. And then
Sorry, what just happened?
the
I
Infernal
failed
Masters.
all my saves.
Yeah. The Infernal Masters just used potentially what we will describe as the power of friendship and absolutely smacked it. Right, then the force weapons from the other two. 4s, 1 at -1, this is also D3 damage. Cool. Then the fists, so I've got 1 in one unit, 2 in another. So 1 in 1. There's 3 in 1 and 3 in 1.
3 guys here
Yeah,
and a sorcerer.
and then
And then
1
2
and 1.
guys left and a sorcerer.
Oh, so
So you've done the sorcerers. haven't
okay,
you?
so it's 10 attacks. So 3s with sustained, you never know, and then 5s, rerolling 1s. No, okay, cool.
Well, that happened.
Yeah, they do hit surprisingly hard. The wizards, the character wizards, I mean.
Yeah, I didn't expect that, if I'm honest.
No, right, you will get, so at the end of that turn, you're going to get 8 points on assassinate because you killed the whatever his name is, the exalted sorcerer and Aram.
And Araman. Okay.
Yeah. A quick thing. So did you have Arcane Vortex on one of those?
I do, yeah.
It does affect his force weapon as well.
Oh, it's all right. It doesn't matter.
Just an interesting point of fact.
Yeah, it basically would have meant that one of them would have just like done an extra damage, but so I should have rolled them separately. I'll remember it for next time.
Okay.
Cool.
He's the one I missed.
Yeah. Well, technically none of them. Right. Cool. So end of that, Chris, and you'll get 4 for your homers as well.
4 for homers, 8
4
for
homers.
assassinate.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get any primary. Very sad. But such is life. And then upper CP, figuring out Cabal points now. So
Yeah.
4,
No battle shocks. No.
5, and then there's 2 characters on the table. Plus another. So I'll have 11.
11.
Right. So cards wise, secure no man's land. Assassinate.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, you can definitely do that.
Yeah. We'll give it a go. Right. If you want to go to the top down and mute us, we'll see what happens.
And now for a word from our sponsor, C Studios. They are the experts in providing professional miniature painting services, ensuring your armies always look their best on the battlefield. Whether you're a seasoned veteran or just starting out, C Studios can help bring your miniatures to life. Don't miss out on their quality craftsmanship.
Good.
We are muted. That entire time we was muted.
Great. Excellent. Good work, Jordan.
Mike. Yep.
So, good punch back from the Custodes.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
We got some good charges. We did some great damage. The rapid ingress was a great play.
Mhm.
And, you've always got to watch out for those rapid ingresses. Picking up a character and the Rhino
Yep.
with that unit is great work. Now, you might be thinking, that was such a big blow to the Thousand Sons. How are they going to recover? Well, Magnus is right there. We've got enough Cabal points to turn off someone's armor save.
Right.
And we have plenty of rubrics on the table.
Yep.
So Jake just needs to hit back just as hard in this turn. And with units in reserve and Magnus, we can do just that. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see some... Well, I guess we can't really see a Doom Bolt if we're going to turn off a save. That's the issue with running low on Cabal points. But maybe in a future turn. Because we could Doom Bolt oh my god, Calidus Assassin.
Yep.
But actually, we probably want to turn a save off on some of these Custodians, because turning off a 2+ save is pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. And none of their shooting in terms of like the flamers and stuff have got AP, so
No.
definitely doing that and putting them onto the 4+ save rather than the 2+ is massive.
Yes, yeah. And I would be looking here to target Trajan's unit's got the 4+ Film of Pain once per game.
Yeah, so that's what I mean, is they'll get the 4+ for this turn. Because there's no way that Chris... Yes, yeah, so it'd be 4+, 4+. So it's a really... It's difficult to say with only a couple of assets really being able to go into that. Because 5 rubrics and some Zangor Enlightened, is it really going to do the damage there?
Well, we do have the reserve units, remember. I think we've got 2 rubric units in reserve.
Okay.
So they could come on and also shoot those targets. We really want to be targeting someone on an objective marker, though.
Yep.
Because then we get reroll wounds, and that makes the most of our turning off saves.
Yes.
Kabbalistic ritual. We just need to, this turn, make sure we kill a unit of Custodians.
Yeah, for sure.
Trajan's unit would be ideal, because then that frees up the entire top left for the Thousands players. Whereas bottom right, you might kill one unit, but then you're going to get hit back by a fair few units.
Well, what's in the bottom left?
So
The
we've
bottom
got-
right, sorry.
Bottom right, we've got one big brick of Custodian Guard with a champion.
Yep.
And then just above them in that green building, where we can see the white cloaks of the Infernal Masters, is another brick of 5 Custodians with a Blade Champion.
Yeah. Right,
So
okay.
we've got 2 options there. There's 2 Custodian units on objectives,
Yep.
top left and bottom right. So Jake's now just thinking about where he really wants to dish out the damage.
Well, don't forget, this mission, you only need to hold 1 and 2, right? So you only need to hold 1 objective and another objective, and you're going to get your 10 points. And then at the end of the game, you're going to get 5 points for each objective you hold up to a maximum of 15.
Yeah.
So really, this at this point in the game, it's about trying to reduce your opponent's amount of assets, as well as trying to maintain that steady flow of 10 victory points, right?
Yeah, absolutely. This is a game of tempo.
Yeah.
So the more you destroy now, the more points you're going to score later, and your opponent won't.
Yeah, exactly.
Back to Jake at the table.
We have a relevant rules question.
Okay.
So if we both have things that are done at the start of the phase,
Mhm.
who has to declare first?
The active player gets to choose, right?
Yeah, I believe
Okay,
so.
so for example, if I say to Chris, would you like to do your Feel No Pain ability? And he says no, I then can turn off his armor save, and he then can't activate Feel No Pain.
I can have a quick look in the rules commentary. I don't know if they clarified that.
Okay, it's just because like it's basically the debate of like whichever one. If you don't use the Feel No Pain on the Wardens, I'll turn off their armor save and shoot them. If you do use the Feel No Pain on the Wardens, I'll turn off the tank's armor save and shoot that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think you'd get 2 chances.
No, so I believe that I have to declare at the start of the phase, and so does Jake.
Yeah,
But Jake's the active player, so you order the stack, for want of a better
Yeah.
word. So
yeah, we put it into a magic
you
stack.
proactively ask me, are you going to do that? I say yes or no.
Yeah.
You can then make a decision to
Yeah.
do
Well,
yours,
it'd be
because
like-
we're in the start of...
Yeah, I agree.
The question would be
Yeah.
not like, do you specifically want to do that? Would be, is there any abilities you want to use?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, that sounds right to me.
That sounds
Yeah.
like the most...
Yeah.
Cool.
But it's one of those
Yeah.
ones that be super clear what you're doing at the table.
Yeah, exactly.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
otherwise it's...
Don't rush
It
it.
doesn't feel good.
Because
yeah,
otherwise,
as I was saying, proactively
Yeah.
ask if you
Yeah.
plan on doing it.
because otherwise it becomes that weird moment of like,
Well, no, I want to do it. Well, you want to do it.
like
Give the
I
rest.
said it too quickly, you didn't get a chance, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Right, so I'll go through my movement. Strat reserved, little wizard man on disc. Yes, he's back. And just to tell you this objective for primary, and he is just within 12 of the Custodes to be able to shoot. These rubrics are here just to help out.
Yeah.
Oh, can I just fall back here?
Oh, I mean, have you finished your movement phase, Jake? Have I declared anything
I'm
yet?
rounding up. I'm rounding up.
Of course you can.
You would have
You
also...
can't fall back and shoot or anything.
No,
can
no.
you?
The other thing you would have done is also piled in onto that objective to make sure I had
yes.
more OC.
Well, no, I didn't, and that made
no,
your
you
getting
would
out
you
much
would have
harder.
done it. You would have done it because you can still angle it in such a way
Sure.
that it makes it difficult. So I'm not going to pile in onto the objective. It's just so then you can't fight me first, and I can get a chance to Overwatch.
Sure.
That's the other thing. Cool. So yeah, 5 rubrics came in here. 5 rubrics have come on the backfield to be able to potentially do that. Do some damage here. I've moved some 5 rubrics up here to also swing this objective. So the idea is to just get Chris down to 5 primary. Zangor have moved up to try and shoot out Draxus for an assassination. So then hopefully Magnus can just finish the Custodes off in combat.
Would you mind tucking those 5 rubrics just further onto the battlefield
These
so we can
ones?
see them?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we can't currently see them.
Okay. We'll just know that we know they're 9
We know
away,
that. That's
though.
fine. Yeah.
Right, so shooting. So let's work left to right. So we will do this unit. This man, he can only see one thing.
So have we just missed
Oh yeah,
something
sorry.
now? Have we
the whole
just missed
thing,
anything?
The
Yeah.
whole thing we spoke about.
Yes,
Would you like to
I
use
would
any
like to
stuff?
use my Feel No Pain on my Wardens, please.
Cool. Because of that, I will turn off your armor save on the tank, and I will shoot the tank.
Okay.
Right. So now,
Interesting.
so here, D6 plus an amount.
So remember, I have stealth on this one.
It's tolerant.
Oh, well, you just don't care anything about my rules, do you?
Freeze. Oh, sorry. At the end of my movement phase, I could pick a unit within range, within 18 and visible. On a 2 up, you half your move. Oh. I don't take any. Oh no, I take D3 mortals. 2. So I'm down to 4. Cool. Right. You take 3. I am still in sustained because I'm a big boy and can make my own decisions.
So-
-2, so you just
so
get your involves.
4 ups, I think.
1,
Damage.
D3, so 2.
Okay, I
think
think
you're on
I've got 2 left.
2?
But
We'll put 2 there
Is
for now.
that a Calidus?
Yeah.
That is a
They
Calidus.
have 4 wounds.
So yeah, down
Awesome.
to 2. Inferno pistol. It's not a cool weapon. No. Right, this unit here. So it's got a Soul Reaper cannon, flamers.
Do
So
you
I'll-
flamers first?
yeah, I'll
Got
put
2.
the flame pistol and the 2 flamers into here, and I'll put the Soul Reaper and the other flame into here. Why not?
Okay.
So I'll do Warp Flame pistol. Toughness of her.
4.
So 5s. So 4 invulnerable saves on her, please. She's dead. Just did it on his own. What a little legend. Oh, I didn't declare his smite. I'll just say it went into her as well. Cool. And then the 2 flame. The Soul Reaper cannon and the flamers. We'll do the 1 flamer into the unit first. 3. There we go. 1s. 1 at -1. Because I rolled a 6, it's -2.
Saved.
Then,
Flames are -1.
yeah, they're
Did not know
warp
that.
flamers. They're warp flamers, and then
Pretty,
the
pretty good,
icon.
it seems.
And then the Soul Reaper cannon is 6 shots, hitting on 3s. No sustained here. Wounding on 4s. Just 2 devastating wounds, so 2 4+.
Oh.
Cool.
Pre-data slate, that would have just killed it.
Bows into
Oh
the
no,
unit.
here we are.
So 4s, 1 lethal, and I'll put it into Draxus.
Do I have cover? Probably not.
Yeah, I would say.
I don't think I do.
Okay.
Didn't matter because I would have won.
Dead. They assassinate.
Did you have assassinate?
Yeah,
you
that's
did.
why it was important.
You did. You already got it, but yeah.
Oh yeah, but you know, double kill.
All right, double good, double good.
Everything from this rubric squad will shoot the sisters on the objective.
Yeah.
So we'll do the flamers first. So I'll do the warp flame pistol. 5 shots.
Come on.
What toughness are they?
3.
So 4s, re-rolling because you're on an objective. 3 at minus is also -1 and ignores cover.
1 dead.
Cool. And then 3 normal flamers. Ooh, 5. These are 3s. Re-rolling. 2 at AP2, 3 at AP1.
So AP2, 2 dead. 1 at AP1 was it?
3 at AP1.
3. I tried.
Nearly.
Yeah, they're all dead.
They're all dead. Then this rubric squad will put everything into the unit as well. Into
Okay.
the custodians. So warp flame pistol, 6. 6s. Re-rolling, nothing, and then the 3 flamers. 2, 5s. Re-rolling. So 4 at AP2, 1 at AP1.
4 at AP2. No cover, presumably.
Yeah, no cover.
So 4 ups. And then
Yeah.
4 up Fiona Pain. So I'll just do them
Yeah.
at this point. So 1 guy's taken a wound,
Yeah.
and then 1 3-up save, which I passed.
Cool. And then my warp smite, nothing. And then my Soul Reaper cannon. 4s, re-rolling. 2 devastating wounds and 3 at -1.
So 3 3-ups first of all. So they saved, and then 2 4-up Fiona Pains.
Yeah.
So 1 guy takes another wound.
So close, but yet so far. Magnus will dumpster everything into the Cladius.
Yeah.
Do I want to re-roll hits and wounds? Yes.
For 2 CP.
Yeah, I'll do it. I think it's
2 CP.
yeah, so I'm down to
okay.
nothing. So 3d3. Cool. So 2s, fishing for 6s. Oh, that was a 6. Don't want to fish what I've got. Cool. Apparently. And then toughness of it is
11.
so 4s because I have +1 a wound, re-rolling everything. These also have Tev. So 4 devs, 5 saves at -2. Well, no, sorry, you don't have an armor save, so it's just 5 ups. Dead.
How much damage is that?
3 damage each.
There's just 15, and then there's 12 more dev wounds as well.
Dead. Cool. Apparently it happens, and then that's it.
Would you believe it? He's a demon Primarch.
He is a Demon Primarch, and he is in the end of the left part 3.
No, he's not.
Oh, he isn't? Oh.
Oh,
spoiler.
Is he?
He might be.
Oh, okay.
He might be.
Maggie Poo will charge the custodian. Beep, boop, you're...
Yeah. So there's 2. There's another one just behind the
Yeah,
wall.
that's okay. He cares not. Or maybe he would. I'll spend my last 2... no, I'll save my last 2 Cabal points. So, don't have reroll hits here. But 2s with sustain, so 1 goes back in.
Do Cabal points refresh every
Every
Generate
game
them in the
turn.
command phase.
Oh,
So 1 devastating wound and 5 on your -3. So the one on, so ironically, the one on 1 wound dies,
Yeah.
and then 3 devastating wounds. So he's taken a wound,
So he's got 3 left because he's
Nice.
a shield guy like that.
and then he's going to bravely go talk to Magnus.
Yeah. What's your what is the OC of Magnus? It's
6.
got to be loads. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's got 3.
Technically making.
So a couple of interesting bits. One of them is if you have multiple weapons, you resolve all of your normal damage before applying any devastating wounds.
Okay.
That was done in the recent rules commentary. In addition, someone's pointed out where you can find out the sequencing thing.
Yes.
This is in the rules commentary under cores. Is it rules commentary? So it's under core rules, core concepts, sequencing.
Yeah.
While playing 40k, you'll find two or more rules are to be resolved at the same time. If this occurs during the battle, the player whose turn it is chooses the order. If this occurs before or after the battle, or at the start or end of a battle round, players roll off and the winner decides the order. So you did do that correctly.
Okay.
Jake. It was Jake's turn.
Start at the end of the battle round because it's in the turn.
Yeah,
so
because
you're
at the end of the
turn,
battle round,
he
it's
chooses the
enabled
order.
Then, yeah. Nice, I like
No, I
that.
appreciate it. It's
Thank
good.
you.
It's good when you think you know something,
And you don't.
but you kind of made it from a level of assumptions, and then someone backs up with actually chapter and verse is where it comes from. So thank you for that.
No, thank you. It's one of those things where like there's so many weird things that can happen in 40k.
Yeah.
Would you like to hit your one custodian man into Magnus
Yeah, go on then.
with his big wings? Toughness 11, and you can re-roll your wings.
Because you're on an objective.
I am an objective.
There you
Oh, very good.
AP2.
So 4 up.
Take 8 damage.
Ooh. 2 damage each, yeah. So down to 1 damage each. So
You're.
To be fair, that would have been really cool if we'd just done 8 damage with one
thing
custodian.
is, though, Trajan's unit that ignores modifiers is essentially just about to ruffle into him. Luckily, though, end of my turn, I'll get Secure No Man's Land and Assassination.
Yes, you will.
So I'll get 10 points total, 5 on each. Start of your turn, I'll get 1 CP.
I got
And
3.
you'll get 5 primary.
So hold this one.
And no
I
others.
don't hold that one because you've taken it off me, and my poor sisters are no longer for this world.
They're not doing it for themselves.
No. Far from
I
it.
do need a battle shock on the one remaining
One man.
custodian.
He's fine.
okay.
He loves it. He loves it.
Living his best life there.
Cool.
So that's 1 CP for Jake, 3 for the custodians.
3 for Custodes.
Nice.
Very nice.
Do you want to go?
Okay. Yeah, if you go top down, I will work out what on earth I'm going to do now.
Well, Mike, devastating. Absolutely devastating.
Well, you say that. It's a big slap back, but there's still 3 units of custodians on the board. 3 whole units of custodians on the board. I actually was quite surprised when Jake chose to target the tank.
Okay.
Because the tank can only do 4 shots worth of damage into these Thousand Suns, and it can't really wrestle objectives off them.
Yeah.
Whereas now there's 3 units of 6 custodians that can kill whatever they touch. So Jake could be in trouble here from losing a whole bunch of these little assets running around the table.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, we'll see how this turn goes. But I think all Chris needs to do is focus on killing the things that he's very likely to kill.
Right. So what would they be?
And move on from there. So at the bottom right there, we just want to clear that corner of everything. We could send the champ up to the top right if we really wanted to. And then in the late game, grab the home objective for 5 points by the end of the game.
Yeah.
But we just want to make sure we get rid of all those units on that right-hand side. Trajan has 2 options. With his ability to ignore modifiers for the unit, he can ignore the -1 damage from Magnus.
Yep.
So if there was an opportunity to try and take Magnus down, now is that opportunity, and he's got the CP to back himself up. So he could get +1 to wound for the whole squad. I'd probably consider a 1 CP bring back a Warden.
I think he has just done that because I've just
okay,
seen him
brilliant.
place a warden in the top corner there.
Oh, that may be a guard. So that's a guard on the right-hand side. The Wardens are with Trajan on the top left.
Oh, can you do it for every unit?
Any custodian unit, but only 1 unit once per turn. He's not lost. Oh, he's not lost any Wardens. So I thought he'd lost one from earlier, but none of them have died. So we've got a whole squad of Wardens and Trajan that can slap Magnus silly if he goes into combat with him.
How long does the 4+ Filner pain last for?
Just that phase. So it's gone now.
Okay, so it's gone now.
It's gone now. But it was a big deterrent from shooting the unit.
Yeah, I mean, would you risk doing an Overwatch if you were Jake here though?
What with Magnus?
Yeah.
Well, you do have sustain on all the psychic shots.
You do.
So actually, it's not bad. It depends on whether there's something better for 1 CP. Yeah, and I think there might be a change damage to 0 stratagem for Thousand Suns, which could be good on Magnus. So maybe Jake's got cards up his sleeve.
I'm sure he's got some schemes of fate going on in his mind.
Yeah,
being the 1,000-sun player, but this game's been brutal though. It's bottom of turn 3 and it's only 41-40. It's very close.
It's very close.
It's
very close.
Is this what you expected from the start of the game?
No, I wouldn't say for the bottom of turn 3. Is it really turn 3?
It's turn 3, yeah. It's the bottom of turn 3.
Okay, yeah, wow. I was expecting a lot less custodians on the board.
Yeah.
But then, to be fair, we killed the tanks instead of the squads.
Yeah.
So that's been the result of that. So we'll see. We'll see whether Chris
definitely
hits back so hard this turn that the Thousand Suns run out of units.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
We'll see what Magnus can do, whether he can continue to carry the Thousand Suns.
I do love the fact that Magnus just clicked his finger and blew up a Cladius grav tank.
Yes.
That is just hilarious to me.
Yep.
But
He should be able to do that.
he should be able to. He is.
But ironically, I don't think it got a save anyway. Well, it had a 5-up invuln against Magnus.
It had a 5-up invul, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
because he
turning
turned
off the armor didn't
Yeah.
really do anything because Magnus is AP 2, right? No?
Maybe?
I'm not sure on the numbers there, but hey-ho.
Yeah, no idea, mate.
So
no idea.
it looks like a custodian unit's advanced onto the home objective
Mm.
to do a homer, because we need to get those homer points in.
Yep.
We've got 2 more units to move.
Yep, and
I think
then
we're literally just 3 custodians units
Jake's
at this stage.
characters, I mean, all of his points, realistically for Chris, the best thing for him to do is really go for Magnus and go for that big blob of characters in the bottom right.
Yeah, I'd just murder those characters in the bottom
and
right.
just get as many points as you can now on your...
Yeah, I think you try and kill Magnus, because I think this is the turn to do it with the 3 CP in the bank.
Yeah.
It's actually a shame he didn't lose a Warden, almost, because then he could have got an extra attack each, including Trajan.
Yeah.
And we might see a Mind Shackle get involved for
for sure.
for Trajan's...
Do you reckon Trajan can kill Magnus?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Damage 3, there's no -1 damage applying to it.
Oh, yeah, sorry, he ignores the
Ignores the
modifiers,
modifiers.
doesn't he? Yeah.
So he's hitting at full strength. Strength 10, I believe,
Yeah.
Trajan.
Well, Magnus is toughness 11, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With +1 to wound.
Oh.
I guess the whole unit's wounding on 4s.
See, this is how uneducated I am with these factions, mate. I didn't realise every time I say something, it's just another thing.
We are ready.
All right.
All right, Chris, talk to us. Tell us a story.
There's a lot going on this turn. I've not got many units left, so they've all got to do some quite impressive stuff. I started with resurrecting one of the custodian guard from the unit that took an unnecessary amount of damage last turn. They have then advanced over here. This unit hasn't used its advance and charge yet, so it's still got that open to them. I have taken this objective back off Jake now because I'm a mighty custodian with lots of OC. This unit has not moved yet because there's some quite scary flamers here, so they're going to stay still and shoot. The custodian in combat, he's got a pistol weapon because he's got the old sword and shield guy. Because we broke him, so that's why there's a guy left here. So he's starting the teleport hammer action. The custodian warden unit has left them to their own devices over there. They've got their eyes set on Magnus. We're going to do a little drive-by shooting on the last Vanguard unit here, and then come in and try and pick up Magnus. So the goal this turn is try and maintain as many points as I can and take away the big scary demon Primarch. And then hopefully I'll have enough units left to at least stop Jake scoring unreasonably for the rest of the game.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Before
sure.
we carry on, we have had a super chat from Dankest Bears. He said,
Dankest.
glad to finally grab you guys live. Me and Jake actually have matching tattoos. Atreus runes from God of War.
Yeah.
Thanks for all the content, guys. Well, no, thank you for this super chat, mate, honestly.
And congratulations, you're the first person to ever get it. Unless I've told them, so. Just imagine that's you.
Damn.
Him kissing my arm.
Shooting wise, can you just tell me which unit's got less people in it?
It's this one.
Is it this one? So
Yeah,
there's
so I've got,
3 guys and a character?
yeah, whereas this one's got 4 with 1 on 1 wound.
Got you. So this unit will shoot into the one with the smallest number of people.
Yeah.
If you shoot the one with the more people, then Overwatch is less good. Sorry, just a interjection. Just something to consider.
The one with the more people also has the dude with the better flamer in as well.
So that's what I'm more worried about, because he's probably going to do that anyway.
Yeah, no, sorry. So Mike's right by saying to shoot these. That's what. So I'm agreeing with Mike.
Oh, sorry. This unit is the guy with the
Yeah.
flamer.
The actual Infernal Master model is the one with the better flamer because he's flat 2.
I see. It's not this one here.
No.
All right,
he's got Lord of Forbidden Law, which is I can do the double action.
We'll go into the close unit then.
Yeah, which has never come up.
Never come up.
If I guess it means I could like double reroll plus CP rerolls. I get like 3 rerolls if it came.
Shoot.
Mm-hmm. So
this unit's also on the objective. So.
Yeah, so you're shooting the front unit where you get 4
unit,
reroll wounds. Yeah, you've also having double shot with that unit. Yeah, either.
No, which is probably what they're going to do here.
Yeah.
4s with rerolls.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 6 saves. AP 1/2 damage.
Yep. AP 1/2 damage. So it's all 4 pluses anyway. So that's 3. So the 1-on-1 wound.
3 dead.
Plus, so basically it's the wizard in the unit, as in the unit leader wizard, not the actual character wizard. There's too many wizards.
And then we'll shoot again. I quite like shooting twice.
The first time felt so nice. I had to do it twice.
And then 4s with rerolls.
Take that.
Oh, converted.
All 4 ups again. So he dies,
2 damage on that.
and the man is on 2 wounds. So he will still get to Overwatch, but
That's pretty good.
it's just his buddies are dead. And in the most ideal world possible. For some reason, the rocks, the magnets attached to the rocks. Weird.
Over here.
That's amused me for the day. That's kept me happy.
I think we'll shoot these guys.
Yeah, and then
With the
charge.
and then charge
yeah.
that way. Yeah.
So this is the unit in the top right shooting the
Shooting
5
the
rubrics.
the
each.
5 rubrics back here. 2
I
wings.
think you also can reroll wounds if you're on an objective as well, or something weird, isn't it?
Well, while you look at that, would you mind adjusting the dice tray, just pulling it downwards a little?
Like that.
Oh my dear
If you
God.
you say
So
this-
push it
downwards-
diagonally top right
yeah,
a little bit,
like that.
and then push it to the right a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Towards
It's while,
you.
Say
while
left.
I'm on an objective,
cool.
not where you're on it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So
Then if you could turn it anti-clockwise a little.
Like that.
Yeah, it's a little too far. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Just
Right,
that's
cool.
fine.
There we go.
That's fine.
Because
Yeah.
saying put it down and then
No,
when we
you
put
guys
it down
carry
and
on.
no one says anything
Sorry
is
for
not helpful.
interrupting.
2
Crack
at
on,
minus
guys.
one.
-1, 2 damage.
Cool. That was
You
fun.
love it. You love
Nice.
it. Okay, the Wardens will shoot next into your Zangors on
I
discs.
think you're going to punt them, but let's see.
I hope so.
Are you AP1?
AP1, yeah. 2. Toughness.
4? 4.
4s. There you go.
6 up. Ah, they're all dead. Very sad. Unsurprising. The thing that everyone knew was going to happen
They've
happened.
shot, they've shot. He's doing his thing. Charges then. So this unit here will
Yeah.
declare a charge into both of these units.
So I'll Overwatch with the super awesome gun.
Super Flamer.
Because I've got 3 flamers in that unit plus the actual flame. Oh, maybe the math.
Oh,
No, I'll just go the normal flamer. Oh no, but he gets reroll wounds, but I haven't got death wounds. Do you know what? I'm going to risk it. No, I'm not. I'm just going to do the 1. So 4.
So what's happening here?
I'm Overwatching. Freeze.
And this is the Arcane Vortex
Strength
Infernal
7.
Master.
Strength 7 because of he's got +1 strength and +1 damage.
So
So no
they-
dev.
No dev.
No dev because I'm still in sustained.
Okay.
But these are
AP.
AP2 and these are 2 damage each. Kills 1.
Kills 1.
So kills the shield. Or you could kill a spear,
just-
whichever one.
We'll kill.
Hooray!
Oh, we'll kill the shield. We'll kill the shield. Go on. We don't need the shield anymore.
You did it. This is your life.
Charge. Loads of range. Loads of happiness. We'll go. Sorry, I keep getting rid of all these.
Yeah, just kidding them.
No,
Not the plants.
Go gardening. Big lawnmower.
Were there any 6s you could have flipped for the Infernal Master?
I'm gonna wait off
Okay.
just in case. Because if I somehow survive, I can...
Because you can use one for a save, is that right?
No, but you can use it for damage.
Okay.
So you never know. If I get one through, I could turn it to a 6.
Charge here onto the character. So 3. However, I re-roll because of this chap.
You're in.
So that's an 8.
Whee!
Then we'll just bundle up around there.
So something to bear in mind, Brian, because Jake's chosen sustained, flipping a wound to a 6 doesn't really do anything. So he's saving it for damage on his force weapon.
They're in.
Yeah.
Magnus.
So 4 puts him there. There. 4 put him there. So they'll be able to double rank.
Yeah, that's fine. Cool.
Have you got enough CP to interrupt?
I don't, but I do have enough Cabal points to be able to reroll a save on Magnus,
Okay.
which I will do.
You will do. So they're just gonna go in like that.
Hopefully Magnus then just goes, bam! Everyone's dead.
Right, we'll do the Magnus fight first, I think.
Yeah. I can't interrupt, so you might as well.
Yeah, it's the exciting one, isn't it?
It's the one we're all here for.
Mike, in terms of offensive strats, I've got, is it +1 to wound against?
+1 to wound against monsters and vehicles.
I can't trigger the...
Oh my god, it's chaotic behind deck, guys. George just spilt some coke.
Oh, dear.
He did some Mexican wave thing, then Billy tried to do it and hit her hand on a wall. Honestly, it's chaos, I tell you. You've got a +1 to wound, Chris.
We'll do the +1 to wound then.
Because you haven't lost any models, right? You're not below standing
No,
strength.
I've got a guy on 1 wound, so...
Right, okay. I don't think there's any other... You do have your
Moment shackle. I just got to check when I have to declare that, though. Okay, abilities. Moment shackle. The start of the fight phase. So I think I'll use that now and have 12 attacks with Trajan.
That sounds good. Double your attacks.
You don't want to run
Solid.
the risk of me.
Good choice, sir.
There's nothing else that I think it has as big an impact.
This is quite a significant moment.
Yeah.
Can Trajan cut the head off Magnus the Red?
And now here's the question:
And
do I
he's
go
picking-
sustained or lethal here? I think we probably go.
You're winning me on 5, so lethal.
So +1 to wound, so 4s.
So
Yeah, so we have spent a CP for the Custodes.
So
So
lethal's
still lethal.
lethal's still good, yeah.
We're gonna go lethal
Because you should have 2 or 1 or 2 wounds from this roll.
Yeah,
So
hopefully.
then it just means that
Yeah.
I think lethal.
All right. So let's go with the spears.
Yeah, lethal.
So you hold on to these ones.
And these are all 2 damage each because
These are all 2.
you're ignoring
I ignore your ignore stuff. Oh, I lost a dice somewhere, I think. No, I didn't. Must have gone in. That was quite a good roll.
So these are 2 damage each.
2 damage
so
each.
I will roll 6 at a time. So down to 6. So I'll now roll 2 at a time. So down to 4. I'll roll 1 at a time. So I'm down to 2. I'll use my free reroll. No, he's dead.
Oh, Trajan never got to fight.
No, I thought you were going to do Trajan first. Do I explode? No. No exploding.
You didn't do Trajan first?
I thought you
No,
were going to.
I wanted him to kill him, so I'm like, well, we'll take off most of the damage first, and
Yeah.
he can gloriously come in and chop his head off.
We'll say
But-
Trajan did it because he probably would have one shot
cut
him.
his head off after and
Yeah, he can take it home
wear his
and melt it.
pink hair.
Is Trajan's ignoring modifiers for him or the unit?
The unit.
It is
It's his like leader rule.
It's good.
So he can replace that line he's got on his right shoulder pads
Magnus.
with Magnus's
With Magnus.
pink hair.
Yeah.
We'll go over here
Dragging
then.
it around everyone.
Let's just
Well,
do
what
the
do you think he
blade
did to the
champion
lion?
first.
You just asked it nicely for its head. Sorry, I've just killed you. Can I have your head, Mr. Lion? It's like, oh yes, it'd be my honour for me to be on your
I'm
shoulder.
not going to lie, but if Trajan asked me, mate, can I put your head on my shoulder?
Like, yeah, Trajan, go for
So
it.
I think here
Dude,
we'll
that'd
go
be-
with
That'd be so cool.
Victus, the Dev Wounds one.
What as in his big sword?
His big sword
Yeah.
attack, yeah. So we've got 5 attacks base.
Can
but
I not tempt you with because I'm on 4 wounds? You need the 2 damage one.
No,
Oh,
no. I
it's
mean,
worth a shot.
so it's 5 attacks normally, +2 for the Veil Blade. Hitting on 2s. We'll hit. A few 6s here would be nice. Just dev wound him out of. All right, never mind.
You can re-roll wounds because you're on an objective, or
I
I'm
can
on an objective. Someone's on an objective, so you can
Yes,
re-roll
we
wounds.
are. So I've got
Re-roll all of them.
only strength 6.
Fish.
5 saves from the Blade Champion.
Coward.
AP.
3. 6
Yeah, he's
damage.
dead. It didn't matter. Very sad. 4,000 suns.
Over here, these 2 Spear Guard will go onto the guy with 2 wounds left, and then the other 2 Spear Guard and the Blade Champion into the other unit.
Yeah.
So we'll do the 2 Spear Guard. 2 misses. 1 auto wound. Strength 7.
Is this on my which ones? Oh yeah, freeze. Oh no. Right.
Oh yeah,
All 4s. Oh,
he's dead.
so close. Poor little fella.
And then, what's the Blade Champion going to do? He'll
Is he going to do 2 damage and just like
he's
kill
got the
everyone in
precision
the
one. Yeah, that's
vicinity?
quite cool, isn't it?
It's my favourite one. I don't
Go on,
know
then,
why.
let's do that. Let's do the precision 2 damage one onto your leader.
Well,
What's it
you
called?
could just do it on the unit.
It's called
But-
Vault Swords Behemoth. So 6 attacks.
Something
cool.
with a name.
Well, that didn't work. Strength 7, so 3s. Rerolling wounds. Yeah, we will put them on to the
Yeah.
matey
Well,
boy.
what you can do is you can make me do. So you can
Well,
go-
we'll do them one at a time until
Yeah.
you die.
So we'll go 2 at a time because I have 4 wounds. I'm fine.
All right, never mind then.
Cool.
Just ruin.
I
my
wanted that on
fun.
the other one.
And then I've got 2 more.
Custodian
Guard.
guard.
So hitting on 2s. Oh,
These
you
guys
got-
are taking all the glory.
5 lethals.
Very nice.
Little
And
missed.
freeze. Re-rolling the wounds.
There you go.
Oh, no. No. -2.
-2.
Okay, so I'll do 3 at a time because they have 5 ups. So
One
2
dead.
survive. 2 survive.
Go on, Jake.
2 survive.
Go on.
2 survive.
Oh my
One,
god.
one dies. Right.
How many? What?
It's better to be lucky than good.
9.
I feel like I'm playing this game on hard mode right now.
I am. Cool.
Well, that's all I've got. So you're going to hit me back there.
Cool. So
So you're
we'll-
just going to kill 3 of them again, yeah?
never know.
The 2.
How many wounds is one of them on? Or is he dead?
He's dead.
Okay, cool. So we'll do Infernal Master first. So
Is this the guy with the +1 strength and damage?
no, so I need to freeze. Do I want to turn this to a 6 now? No, but because I get an extra hit. Anyway, 4s, and you're on an objective, so I can reroll my wounds. 1 at -1, I won't flip it to a 6 yet. Oh,
Saved.
Okay, and then the normal dude gets 4. Reroll wounds. 4 at -1.
Failed 1.
D3. I can't turn this to a 6. 1. And then some dude with ham hands. 3. Reroll the wounds. 1 at no AP.
Saved.
Oh, okay. Cool. So
Right.
that is it. So you get.
I thought I was going to kill them, you know?
I thought you were going to kill them as well.
I think everyone thought I was going to kill them.
So you've maxed Assassinate.
Excellent.
You've got 3 on homers.
Yeah, I got another 3 for homers from
Yeah.
this guy.
And then that's it.
Okay.
So my turn, I'm going to get
5 primary.
I'll get 5 primary, but I'll also get 3, 4, 6 Cabal points. None of it.
Any battle shot? No, because that was only unit
Oh no, I
5,
will
wasn't
need
it?
that one because of the characters in there.
You've got 2 guys per
Oh,
character,
no,
you're on
that's
exactly
right,
half.
cool. So cards, cleanse, sick, and investigate signals, equally sick.
You
I'll
can
probably
actually do those.
I think I'm just going to focus on points because I don't think I'm going to be able to kill enough.
I think
That makes sense.
that's
So,
the correct thing to do.
Yeah. So yeah, if you go to the top down, it's a quick one, but you can at least have a chat.
Yeah, you're on 3 CP for Chris and
I am, yeah.
1 for the 1,000 Suns.
We're grateful to have Frontline Gaming as our sponsor. They're a truly one-stop shop for all your gaming needs, from terrain and mats to an extensive range of miniatures in the United States. Plus, their community-focused events are known to foster what we call the Warhammer 40k spirit. So if you want to start playing an event and you're truly passionate about the game, then make sure you attend one of the next Frontline Gaming events.
Right.
We are back.
Big plays, big smack back from the Custodes.
Insane rolls from Jake,
Well, somewhere where it didn't really matter, unfortunately.
but still insane rolls.
Well,
from
yeah,
Jake.
9 out of 10,
It was
5 ups is
godlike rolling.
pretty crazy.
Mm.
Yes,
That's a lot of fives.
it's a lot. Yeah, it's 9 in fact out of 10.
9
Like-
out of 10.
like I literally
9 out
just
of
said.
10 rolls.
Yes, big hit back. Thousand Sons struggling here, and I think
Game over at this point?
it's dicey. The main problem we have is that good pun. But the main problem we have is whether we're going to have enough units left at the end of the game to score primary.
Okay.
For the Thousand Sons, we've probably got one safe unit in the bottom left,
Mm-hmm.
but Trajan's unit could probably chase off a unit in the top left
Yeah.
and sit on 3 objectives for the end of the game.
Yeah.
I think there were 2 major mistakes, dare I say it, with no disrespect to
Dare
Jake.
you say it.
One of those was targeting the tank instead of a unit of Custodes and
Yep.
removing their save.
Yep.
And I actually think Magnus moving to the middle was massive because it put him within range of a charge from Trajan's unit.
Mm.
Magnus should have gone in the bottom right, dealt with a squad of Custodians, and been out of charge range for Trajan.
Awesome. Awesome. Well,
So it'd be interesting to see how this would have played out had we gone that route instead.
yeah, I agree. I think they're ready at the table. Yeah? Okay.
Oh, we nearly got a Sorry, Sam, I didn't see that.
Yeah, to be honest, that is my turn. There's nothing I can do. So I'm just going to get 5 on cleanse and 2 on investigate.
Yeah. So you double moved onto
Yeah,
this
so
objective,
the only thing I have
cleanse.
done, I've got no cabal points because I had to double move on to the objective. That's it. So I'll get 7 points there. So 5 for cleanse, 2 for signals.
Okay, 5 for cleanse, 2 for signals.
And then your turn, you'll get 10.
I'll get 10.
Yep.
Which turn is this?
This is
Turn 4, bottom of turn 4,
So
Mr. Anderson.
you could just,
So basically, if
Homer.
I just stay where I am
if you just stay
Then-
where you are here,
and here,
well, here you can obviously
just
just
stand
run
at
the
home.
risk.
How long
You
were
just
you
shoot
muted
me.
well, they Homer every time.
Yeah.
Not long, no.
Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah. So
Oh, okay, so we weren't muted.
No.
Good, alright.
4-inch range.
I guess all you would do is just get all your guns in range, right?
Yeah, we'll get them in range.
It's that's right there.
So the guns are in range. He can stand on the objective.
Without spoiling it for the lads.
We'll do something similar
No,
here.
I'll go up at CP.
Just make sure that.
If you for some reason moved here, I will.
Yeah, well, they're gonna do their.
Yeah, they're just going to action, aren't they?
Yeah, so this can be really quick, basically. So they're going to shoot there.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got 8 shots on 2s, winning on 4s with
Yeah.
3 rolls.
Oh. Okay.
-1, 2 damage.
I'll just do that back. Oh, nearly. So
2.
Soul Reaper Man and Flamer.
And then Trajan's unit will do the same the other way.
Cool.
8, 10 from the spears. They don't reroll wins there.
3.
3 saves.
2 die.
And then Trajan himself, 2 hits. 2 more wounds. Same again. No.
-1.
-1,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Sound all good?
These guys aren't shooting because they're deploying teleporter Homer.
So I get 4 for that.
So I get 4 for teleporter.
And that's it.
That's it, yeah.
So then my turn, I'll get 10 primary.
Yep.
And then I'll get Storm hostile objective behind enemy lines. I will pay a CP to bin off behind enemy lines. No, I've got behind enemy lines.
You
To
already
bin
have.
off Storm to capture enemy outpost.
Fin them off,
Amazing.
but than that,
Cool. So I'll get, and then I will just
What a god draw that is.
Mr. Men.
do what you want, yeah.
Yeah, just all I'll do is just make the charge super. Actually, will you charge? Oh, I don't know. I'll just stick it to how it is. So I'll get 11 points from my secondaries, and
Yeah.
I'll just stay where I'm. Chill my beans. Just stay where I am.
Okay.
Yeah. And your turn.
I'm not coming off anything.
Yeah.
Last turn of the game,
We'll
guys.
shoot there.
Yeah. We could just all stay here,
Yeah.
and the game just stays the same.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't
I think
do
so.
anything now, and it changes.
So
Both
you-
of these units.
You do get 10 points for your primary, don't you, Chris?
Yeah.
So I'll get 10 points for
And then you'll
primary,
get 15
and then I'll
at the
get
end.
15 at the end.
Which I actually
Okay,
think
and you're
means
deploying
you
a
do
Homer with
max
the
it
unit at the
now,
back?
And
They're teleport homering, yep, so
Okay,
it's
so
4.
another 4 there.
then, yeah.
And
And then
then-
I'll get another 10 at the end of the game.
Jake gets 10 more primary at the end of the game, and Chris gets 15
Okay.
primary at the end of the game.
Thanks, Jake.
Yeah, that's right.
Even if you did not let me play with my tanks.
Yeah, well, I don't want to play with those. I don't like them.
Go on, and how did we do?
All right. Well, we'll start with Chris,
Go on.
with what is probably not surprising, a big score of 98.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, so
like that.
we were solidly on the primary. We got 15 at the end of the game, and we did our Homer very reliably and got, of course, all the character kills.
Yeah.
Thousand Sons, Jake,
Mm-hmm.
you got 84.
I think you had a big
Yeah,
turn
it
with the
was
previous one there where you
it's-
captured the
I
outpost.
think
Yeah, I
Capturing
just lost
Outpost
out.
was a
on-
good draw.
I just lost out on primary, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, was it turn 2 where I 0 primary to you?
Yeah, you 0 primary me, and then you 5 primary me,
Yeah.
which is like quite a big deal.
I think I was worried for quite a lot of that game. But I think the turn where the Custodes Wardens just kind of didn't take any damage out in the middle and traded quite nicely.
No.
I think that was quite pivotal.
Yeah.
So I think, and you're inclined to disagree if you want, Jake, but I think Magnus in the middle was the turning point.
Oh yeah.
I think actually putting him on the other flank away from the Wardens.
Well, the other idea I had was a 2 CP don't reroll hits and I indirect with Magnus. And then I probably actually then if I don't strip your armor save because I've got so much AP anyway, it's probably better off to double doom bolt you.
Yeah, I think that tank was dead a million ways
yeah.
anyway.
Yeah. I think I don't think it makes a huge difference in the score of the game, but I think it just gives me another aspect to be able to go and do stuff.
it
Magnus
means
can
the last
go
two
in and
turns, I
charge
don't
someone.
say-
It maybe makes it like a 90 to me. So, or
Yeah,
an
it also
89,
makes you make
so-
decisions because for the last 2 turns of the game, I can say, right, I'll walk away from the table, and this is how
Yeah,
the
this
score
is
happened.
the book. Like the game ends actually. This
At the
game
end of turn
ended on
3.
turn 4.
Yeah,
When you're here, I'm here. If we just don't move, we get our points. And
yeah, and
you
neither
know,
of us incentivized.
I get a cool score that makes me feel good about myself. You get a cool score that wins the game.
Yeah.
We're all happy.
Well, I
Nice.
enjoyed that, Jake.
No,
I
it was
always
good
enjoyed
fun.
playing
It was actually quite nice. The Custodes are quite tough. They're back to being very good, I think.
Much tougher than they were.
Much tougher. I think they're not going to see the pinnacles of they did because they don't have the big unit sizes. But
So-
I think actually the Feel No Pains and all of this combined with like a more MSU style is going to be really interesting to see. And
So-
Trajan's unit's a boss as well.
Trajan's unit is good. It's very good. They needed the Dev Warrior thing back because that's just stupid
Yeah.
because they just were paper. I still have my concerns about Custodes. It didn't really come up in this game because you didn't bring a bunch of vehicles.
Yeah.
But
It's the
killing a
stat
rhino
check.
is difficult.
Yeah, the stat
Like,
check.
How do you kill a rhino?
I don't know. How do you kill him?
Well, exactly. Yeah. All you've got are the tanks to do it. That's what I think is gonna hold them back. They need something a bit more to take them over the edge.
The Marine car park will probably give him a bit of
I
problem.
have to say, I was very impressed with the guard.
Yeah, they're
Reroll
amazing.
wounds and the shoot twice. With the champions, I thought they were stellar units.
They've
in this
always
game.
been the standout unit, the guard.
Yeah,
But
they were great when you could take 10.
Yeah, well, they were amazing when you could take 10.
Yeah.
They were perhaps slightly too good.
Yeah, I think the only thing maybe I would say, like, a captain would be cool in one of the units for the
think
free
so,
strat,
yeah. But
which is nice.
free strats just don't seem particularly useful anymore because all the stuff you used to do it to, it's not a battle tactic.
Yeah, I guess. I guess it just gives you more choice on, like, certain, like,
Yeah.
play, I guess. But no, either way, it was great fun. Team, you've been great. Thank you very much, Michael, for your insightful commentary and your no knowledge of epic Primarch fights. George for just constantly going on about Blood Angels every 5 seconds. That's what I ever heard about. Seb for fixing the camera that I knocked and I didn't tell you I knocked it. We probably could have figured that out. Giggly Ghost for literally my right side of my body is now just like ringing with giggles. And more importantly, all of you at home for being fantastic. So thank you very much.
Yes. And if you enjoy our content and you enjoy those learning experiences and coaching bits on the table, then check out the Vanguard Tactics Academy. The March intake. Get signed up, get ready to embark on the 40k journey of your life, because with us, you'll see 40k in a whole new lens. So check out the links below, get signed up, and hopefully we'll see you on the Academy.
Yeah. And
We'll see you next week.
well, I'll see you at Beachhead if you're going as well.
Yeah, see you at Beachhead.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, goodbye, guys.